May the 4th be with you. Happy May 4th, everybody. May the 4th be with you. The Force, oh, it's with me today. Look out. Oh, making some gains. Come on. Oh, the Force is strong within me today. Oh, that's right. Be careful if you come up, you're going to get mogged. Oh, you're going to get muscle mogged. I have my Star Wars shirt on, Millennium Falcon. And what am I going to do? Well, it's May 4th. May the 4th be with you. How long? How's my sound? How many millions of people do I have watching right now? 4 million? That's great. Press 1 if you can hear me. Press 1 if the sound is bueno. Let's do a little check. As you know, I am setting things up and I am changing things around. Hopefully, someone's actually listening. But either way, it only takes one person to have a party. And here I am. Let the fun times begin. I'm going to talk about Star Wars. And if you expect some type of glowing, flowing, happy Star Wars love fest, I don't know, man. I don't know because Star Wars ain't what it used to be. Thank you, Talcott. Thank you so much, Talcott. So, who likes the new intro? Does anyone know what it is? If you know what the new intro is, you get 5 points. It comes from something, but you have to have some knowledge. Let's give it a go one more time. Just made it. That's why I'm so late. What a great song. What a great intro. Does anyone know that's what that's from? Put it in the comments if you do. If you know, you know, kind of a secret lore song, but there it is. There it is. So happy 4th of May. Happy May the 4th be with you. I don't know how long this May the 4th be with you thing has been going on, but it's exciting. It's like a pseudo holiday. It's kind of like July 11th. You get a free Slurpee. Of course, that's 7-Eleven Day. But May 4th. So I'm just going to talk about Star Wars. Thanks for listening. You know, when I was a kid, I was born in 76. As long as I can remember, Star Wars was in my life. Because the first one came out in 77. So it was pretty much there as long as I can remember. And I remember the toys were coming. I don't know what I saw first. I think I saw the toys before I saw the movies. Because the movies you had to watch on TV, we didn't even have a VCR back then. And I didn't see Empire in the theater, unfortunately. The first Star Wars movie I saw was Jedi, but I remember playing with kids and they said, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. I was like, what? What? How does that happen? And it was like months or years before I even got to saw Empire Strikes Back, which of course is the best of the three, probably of all of them. And who had the toys? You know, Norman had the toys. He lived up the hill. He had the Millennium Falcon. He had the most toys. One of my favorite toys, and I didn't have this one. Does anyone remember the Tauntaun? Who knows what a Tauntaun is? The Star Wars Tauntaun, you could actually put players in the belly to keep them warm, remember? Remember what Han Solo did to Luke? And I just thought that was so cool. And I was like, I was hanging out with somebody and my mom came over and I was like, Mom, look at the Tauntaun. You can put the toy inside to keep them warm. She's like, that's great. And I was like, isn't that great? You know, when you try to get a toy, when you try to get a present. Look, this is great. Isn't this nice? you try to like plant the seed in your parents' head to buy you a toy, to buy you a tauntaun. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on back then. But yeah, skip forward. First time I saw Star Wars was, of course, Return of the Jedi. And I saw it in the theater. And it basically blew my mind. Return of the Jedi in the theater. Thanks, Mom. Good call. I think it was just me and her. We saw it first. And it was so good. It was so good. We had to do a 2 for Tuesday. We had to go get my sister, someone else. I got to see Return of the Jedi original in the theater twice. Thanks, Mom. I got to see it twice. So that's pretty impressive. And and I loved it. I loved it. I thought Luke was so cool. I liked his black outfit. Of course, I love Princess Leia. I was like, wow, what an attractive lady. Jabba the Hutt, the fights, the Emperor. What a great movie, at least when you're a kid. And it's just been great. And then time went on. And then they came out with the next ones. Of course, I was a young adult when those came out. And I saw those. And they're cool. They're great. More or less. But you can never recapture the influence that Star Wars had on you as a kid. It's just impossible. It is just impossible to recapture that moment. And that's the thing when you are living life, even now as an adult. I guess like the first time is the best time. And you don't realize. Well, actually, I did realize it. I realized how special Star Wars was back then. It was such a great, such a great movie. And then they even had the Muppets had some Star Wars show. Remember that? Some cartoon. I would watch it just because they played Star Wars on the Muppets. Was it Muppets or the other ones? Something Muppet Babies. Anyways, Star Wars was great, but it wasn't like everything is now. Like, look, now I have a Millennium Falcon shirt. Okay. And you can get Yoda slippers. Yeah, Pigs in Space, I think, or something. Thank you. What's up, Void? You can buy so many products nowadays. There's so much stuff out there to buy. There's so much consumerism to buy. And the problem is, of course, what's the guy's name? George Lucas sold Star Wars. And I've tried to watch the new ones. I've tried to watch Mandalorian. And every now and again, they come out with a movie. I don't even think I've seen the last couple of movies that came out. I think there's a new Mandalorian. There was a Han Solo movie. Like, I have tried to watch these movies. I know movie theater, it's only $7 on Tuesdays. It's just up around the way. It's not even a stretch. I can just go there on an afternoon. I can probably watch a movie by myself. I can slip in and slide out. It's not a lot of commitment. It's not a lot of cost. But even that, I can't bear to see it. The Mandalorian, what is wrong with The Mandalorian? It has the look. It has the feel. It has all the effects. It has all the lore and new lore. But it's just unwatchable. It's just unwatchable. And when you see the new Star Wars, when you see, you know what it is. It's like DEI Star Wars or something. I don't want to have overweight Jedi Knights, bro. What do the Jedi Knights say about being overweight? What do the Jedi Knights say about being overweight? I don't need to see all that. And I think about all of the virtue signaling. I think about all the liberalism that's in the new movies. And then I look back at the old movies and I'm like, man, those were so good. But then I think, wait a minute. Star Wars has always been some liberal fest. And it's really, I'm kind of having an existential crisis. Like, do I even like Star Wars at this point? Do I even like Star Wars at this point? So I'm just going to talk about the first couple movies in order and see. Let's revisit them. Let's see what's going on. And let's call out things that I missed as a kid. If anyone wants to come up, if anyone has a camera and wants to come up, that is, you are welcome to come up. You can tell me what you think about Star Wars of yesterday, today, tomorrow, and beyond. You are more than welcome to come up. That's what we got. We've got Legend in the chat. Star Wars could be somewhat of a documentary. Good versus evil is throughout the universe. Well, this is the problem, Mr. Talcott. Who are the good guys? What do the rebels even stand for? Rebels. Are these like moderate rebels? Remember that term? The moderate rebels? Are they like the Mujahideen turned into Taliban? What is the political stance of these quote unquote rebels? The Empire just wants to add order to the galaxy. That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. What's the problem? Is Darth Vader really? They blew up a planet. Yeah, I can't condone that. That's bad. It's pretty bad when they just blew up a planet. I'm going to admit it doesn't. It doesn't get any worse than just blowing up a planet. So maybe based upon that track record, that's pretty bad. But let's talk about Star Wars. Let's talk about the liberalism that I missed as a child, and let's talk about what I have learned. Oh, we have a very special guest in the back, and he actually, I don't know what its gender is. Come to think of it, the gender is unknown, but we are going to bring Zur up, and we are going to see what we get into. Welcome to the stage, everybody. Yoda, welcome to the show.
Yeah, you fucking rule.
I got to call you out. And actually, Jim Rome called it out. And no, I don't listen to sports broadcasters, but Jim Rome was a funny guy. And Jim Rome really called it out. You're breathing into the mic, Yoda. It's making it.
Sorry about that.
I'm going to have to mute you here. You mean sorry, I am? Or you have to speak like Yoda. But,
yes, I am.
Jim Rome called it out. Yoda is sir, you are a coward.
Why is that, Barnabas?
Because what did you do? When did you hide? You went into hiding when? After?
Well, we go into hibernation.
No. The first one, didn't you hide after? I don't know. When did you hide? When were you even
Darth
introduced?
Vader or something, didn't I?
I think you were introduced in Empire Strikes Back.
Well, I have PTSD, so I don't really remember that much.
Something happened. You turned tail and ran, and you hid in a swamp.
Well, I'm like 2 feet tall, man.
Yeah, but you've got the Force. I've seen you with the lightsaber. I mean, bro.
Yeah, the Force is kind of bullshit, dude. I mean, it's just pretty much just like giving people false confidence. That's all it really is.
I've seen. I remember specifically when you broke out that lightsaber and had a duel with what's his face, and it was. I gotta admit, bro. I mean, you've really got skills. I was pretty.
Have you ever seen The Wizard of Oz, Barnabas?
Yes.
You remember how she had the Force the whole time? She could have went home anytime she wanted to.
Do I have the Force?
No, I'm saying that chick had she could have went home anytime she wanted to. They used the shoes as bullshit. There's no real force. That lightsaber doesn't really do anything. It's a vibrator also. You didn't really know.
Stop.
Well, I'm just saying for neck massages.
It's a family show. It's a family show, Yoda. I mean, I can understand that you get lonely on that Dagobah system.
Look at me, man. I mean, even the droids don't want to touch me.
Are there any female Yodas, or how does that work? I've only seen like one.
I mean, it takes how much you drink of like that snake piss soup. I mean, how much you drink of that, everybody starts looking good, after a couple bowls. So, I mean, we're like hermaphrodites, like the Jamie Lee Curtis of the Yodas in the alien system over here. So I mean,
Oh.
like, yeah. I mean, I could actually do myself if I pulled it long enough.
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
It's a family show.
Asexual, scientific.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, hermaphroditic, that's a scientific term. We can go with scientific terms. That's fine. Okay, so the way you're breathing in the mic is really making me feel,
You got me turned on talking about all that.
This is a family show.
Okay.
It's a family show, Yoda. All right, Yoda. Let's talk about Star Wars. Do you want to talk about Star Wars?
Sure.
Okay, and we're just going to talk about the one that came out in 77, and we're going to call out inconsistencies. You can tell me what you think or not or whatever. It's you're great for the show, actually. So thank you so much for finding time in your busy schedule.
You sure that was 1976?
I'm positive. 77. Okay. Yep, you can look it up. I was born in 76, and I always knew that 77 was
bicentennial.
Yes. Bicentennial.
Are you bicentennial?
It's a family show, sir. It's a family show.
Sorry. My bad.
All right, so back to Star Wars. Back to Star Wars. The movie starts off. Let's just go there. And it's the two ships attacking each other, I believe. And it's Darth Vader attacking the ship, trying to get his daughter. And we're led to believe that this is a bad thing. Now, it just seems like some kind of paternal, like a bad divorce settlement. Something happened with Darth Vader. This guy wants to raise his own daughter because he's a big shot. He's a successful man. He's got the whole empire behind him, but some fancy schmancy, I don't know, king. How does that even work? King of what? Tatooine, or I don't even know what planet that was.
That weird guy with those tentacles on his head, right?
No, somebody stole Princess Leia, turned her into a princess, and here goes Darth Vader trying to get his daughter back, and I'm supposed to believe that's a bad thing. I mean, who wants your daughter? Who wants your daughter to join some rebels and fight? That's like that woman. Remember the woman that joined the bank robbers? It's like, bro, what is it? Remember that? What is that woman's name? You know what I'm talking about?
No, not really.
Gosh darn it. Woman joined.
Well, maybe it's kind of like Vince McMahon and his daughter Stephanie. He needs somebody that he could trust as like second in charge.
Who? Star Wars?
Well, I'm saying Darth Vader getting Princess Leia as his daughter, like, he wants her with him and stuff. Maybe he lost the court case or whatever, and he was just like, an abusive dad, and he just wasn't gonna, listen to the court.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's another example of men being run through the ringer. It's Patricia Hearst, Patty Hearst. Patty Hearst is an American actress.
Well, I mean, isn't James Earl Jones the father?
James Earl Jones? I mean, well,
that's pretty much saying it all there.
Stop it. Listen. Darth Vader's trying to get his daughter back.
Yes.
And I'm supposed to believe that's a bad thing. And
I thought he was trying to get the drones. I thought he was trying to get like C-3PO and R2-D2. That's what he was trying to do. They were sent down to that freaking place where Luke Skywalker was, and he ended up getting them. And then he found the message that had that thing with Princess Leia on it, where she was talking to Obi-Wan Kenobi or whatever. And then they were like, I guess coming down there to get the drones that were like owned by Darth Vader.
Or he wasn't getting the drones until they escaped.
That's what it was.
He wanted to get his daughter back. But really what I want to talk about is how Star Wars has always kind of been woke and what the problem is there. And in all seriousness, when you look at the movie, remember Princess Leia, she was like the strong heroine. She was the one who was saving the people, and the guys were like doofuses and doofballs. And it just like automatically put that man in that subservient, like, I'm stupid kind of position. Thank God there's a strong, independent woman here to get us out of this.
You think that? I mean, what's his name? Han Solo was the one that rescued everybody and all that stuff, and she was just like there on the side.
But in the beginning, and I haven't watched this movie in a while, I specifically remember she's like, "Give me the gun," and then she shoots it, and then they jump into the trash pit. Remember the trash?
Oh
pit?
yeah, dude, that trash pit scene, whatever, with that like monster in there and all that. That
Snake.
was pretty gross.
That's a good scene, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty good, actually. Yeah, I remember.
But then the other thing I want to talk about is why did Mark Hamill get this job?
I heard there was another guy that they were going to put or whatever, and they just basically gave it to him or whatever. He didn't really do that much afterwards either. That Corvette Summer, and that was pretty much it.
No, but casting is very specific. I don't think it's the role of his life, obviously, but he's like a beta male. Yeah, I mean, he's tiny, he's skinny, he's a dork, and he can only grow but so much. It just seems so bizarre that they would do such a non-masculine man just to specifically show that like men are weak or something.
Maybe they needed something opposed of Han Solo.
Well, this is the other thing I want to talk about. Remember that Luke and Leia didn't know that they were brother and sister.
Yeah, I remember allegedly.
That. And remember, Han Solo was like instantly trying to get with
Leia,
with Princess Leia. And, Han Solo is like the bad boy. He's the cool guy. And then remember that Princess Leia actually kissed Luke, and she was trying to like triangulate these men against each other. I mean, that's crazy, right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I'm sure she knew. That's what I'm saying. She knew.
She knew that was her brother and kissed him anyways.
Why wouldn't she know? I mean, like, she was the one that had all the, she was like the royalty and stuff like that. She probably knew what was going on, what the deal was. And then, it was freaking royal people and stuff. I mean, was it Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip? They were cousins. So, I mean, like, that stuff goes on. Princess Di and King Charles, they were cousins. It's kind of like the royal thing.
I guess, man. I don't know. That's not something I was thinking of. But what else?
What else? Family.
What else happened in the movie?
Let's see. C-3PO and R2-D2 pretty much like ran around and seen other droids. I don't remember his leg being silver though. Do you remember that thing? Like now that they talk about him, C-3PO having a silver leg.
Did he have a silver leg?
I don't remember it in the movie, but they said that he did. Just his left leg was silver or something.
I'm not familiar with that. Maybe like in the desert, it lost its color. It got a new patina.
Not sure. I mean, and probably like their replacement legs and stuff like that, because those droids were like interchangeable and stuff like that. But maybe that's why all the men were all fat and doofy and stuff, because they had all the freaking droids and all that stuff doing all the work.
Wait, who's fat and doofy? You mean
like those freaking the fighter pilot guys? Some of them were fat.
Oh yeah. What's up with the fat guy? I remember him. That's crazy.
I mean, if he's just sitting around flying and stuff, it's not like he's got to do any like working out. He just has to be able to breathe correctly. The fat and stuff kind of compromises that. But do
you think that's the beginning of the fat acceptance movement?
Well, Star Wars. Weird. I mean, Darth Vader was asthmatic. I mean, you remember he had the whole freaking breathing apparatus and stuff like that. So I mean, a lot of people were unhealthy. Maybe space did that to him or something. Being in like those, how like the ISS with those chicks and stuff like that, how like the bone density and stuff like that messes with you up there.
Maybe they have weak bones. They suffer from bone density loss. That's possible. Of course, we know what happened to Darth Vader. He got torn to shreds by Obi-Wan.
Oh, that's what it was. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the higher ground.
And then didn't Luke cut his hand off?
Luke got Darth Vader cut off Luke's hand and Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I forgot. I thought the other one. I thought he chopped off Darth Vader's hand too, or whatever.
I think in the end. Yeah, but he didn't have a hand. It was just all.
Oh, it was like electronics and stuff.
It was all bionic.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I mean, I watched them. I heard Spaceballs 2 is coming back out after and what Mel Brooks is like 100 years old. He's doing Yoda still, I think, in it.
Mel Brooks is alive?
Yeah, he's 100 years old, dude. He's going to be freaking yogurt.
I mean, that's good. Spaceballs is great. I remember the Virgin Alarm. Remember that?
Yeah, the
Winnebago.
Yeah, Joan Rivers was great in that.
John Candy.
Yeah, awesome character. Stinks that he's gone though. I don't know who they're going to replace him with.
Maybe does he have to be fat? Just a fat, funny comedians.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are plenty of fat guys still left. I mean, some of them still around. Can't believe how many freaking comedians are gone, dude. It's ridiculous.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it just seems like that. Well, a lot of them are gone. I guess because just like Norm Macdonald went and stuff like that.
Well, let's get back to Star Wars.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull this together here. I don't know. My force powers are feeling low right now, actually. I spent all my time in the intro. Did you see the new intro? Let's just play that. This is my shining moment.
Oh.
Have you seen it?
I think I saw you put it up earlier. I didn't watch it, though.
All right, hold on. Watch this.
Oh, very nice. I'd clap if I had hands.
It's great. Great intro, Barnabas. Good job. Great intro, Barnabas. All right, so let's talk about Star Wars.
What do you call a droid that doesn't use deodorant?
I don't know.
C-3PO.
What? I don't understand that.
C-3PO.
Oh.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I got, man.
What do you think about the new Star Wars? Do you ever watch those? Are you excited? There's probably a new one out. Did you know they came out with a whole Han Solo movie?
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Right?
I
Could
mean,
you imagine like back then?
Harrison Ford is in it?
No, it's 2018.
Oh.
So it's called Solo, Star Wars. Some good-looking guy named Alden. Was he German? Heinrich. Never heard of that guy.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Never saw that. I mean, I watched some of the like the newer ones and stuff like that. There were some of them were disappointing, but I mean, like, you know,
when you say newer, what do you mean?
The one where they had like the Anakin Walker kid and all that stuff or whatever. Where it was like, you know, like a little kid that was like Darth Vader or something.
I mean, that was like 20. You realize that's like over 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, it's like the newest ones I've seen, pretty much.
Yeah, but they've had 3 after that.
Oh, well, I mean,
they brought Mark Hamill back.
Oh,
and he had like one line, and he drank like some green. He drank the green milk. You didn't see that one?
No, I missed that one.
It was horrible, and he complained about the role too. Like here goes Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, and he's hiding like Yoda, kind of like you. He learned by watching you. All right, learn by watching you. He's hiding on some island, but it's like an ocean, kind of like I don't know, Scottish looking cold kind of climate, just hiding out like all Jedis do, I guess.
Yeah, they hunt them down, don't they?
They should be hunted down. I think Jedis are terrorists.
Yeah, they pretty much are. I mean,
they're like aircraft carriers. They are. Because no, I'm serious. They're like, oh, there's a part in the movie where like Jedis are great negotiators. We're not just fighters. And I was like, what? So let me get this straight. When you want to negotiate something, you send a psychopath Jedi Knight with his freaking sword. I mean, bro, that's not negotiation. Those are negotiations made under duress. I'm telling you, the Jedis are the bad guys. They're terrorists. They're straight up terrorists.
Well, I mean, isn't Darth Vader a Jedi, and the other guy that's like his like boss a Jedi?
Well, they're trained
They're like
the
the dark side.
the
of
dark
the Jedi.
side, whatever that is.
That's this. There's like a light side and a dark side. You know, I mean, James Earl Jones, he's obviously on the dark side.
Stop. But no, but Jedi Knights are terrorists. They're the bad guys all along.
Yeah,
Seriously, the Empire is like, listen, this planetary system is a mess. And you've seen some of these planets. You've seen these bars where they got people shooting each other, chopping
they're all
off people's
junkies.
arms. Yeah, they're junkies. They're killing each other.
Bounty
they're hurting
hunters
each
and
other.
stuff like that.
Like it needs order. It really does need order. And is it wrong of me to be on the Empire's on the side of the Empire?
I was in the movies. I was
What's
definitely on the. I was on the Empire side definitely when I watched the movies and stuff like that. I mean, I thought they needed that structure and stuff. I mean, the Death Star, that looked like a really nice place. You know, I mean, it might have been like,
looks great,
little dark, but I mean, just a little paint here and there could have made it a lot better.
Yeah, a little interior decorating, paint. Look how clean it was. There's no litter.
Right?
No litter. Look at Baltimore. Disaster. Litter everywhere. I think the Empire should come out here and help out. But as a kid, we were scared of Darth Vader. They made us to fear Darth Vader. They made us to fear these other people. And really, what do the rebels stand for? What's their political affiliation?
Whatever is convenient at the moment, I'm guessing.
Let's see. In Star Wars politics. Let's see if this comes up. Here we go. The ideology of the Rebel Alliance. The Rebel Alliance, or Alliance to Restore the Republic, was a political and military resistance movement dedicated to dismantling the authoritarian galactic empire and restoring democratic rule.
Oh, see right there.
Led by figures like Mon Mothma. I don't know who that is. They functioned as
Was it the squid dude?
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
An often military-focused centralized alliance aiming at legitimizing their cause as a lawful restoration rather than a separatist rebellion. It's so funny people talk about lawful. That reminds me of America talking about maritime law and everything we're doing in regards to this war is lawful. And I'm like, what laws are you talking about? You mean the ones you write and no one else agrees with? It's crazy. Here we go. Key political aspects of the rebels. Their goal. Their primary goal was to destroy the Empire's totalitarian regime and reinstate the Galactic Republic. Do you think that would be any better?
No, it'd probably be a lot worse. I mean, because they just seem to be like a little loose out in the head a little bit there. Wanting to shoot everything up and stuff instead of having order, and just a little weird.
I mean, if your name is Rebel, it's like when Obama said, we're going to arm the moderate rebels, or whoever said that. We're going to arm the moderate rebels. And it reminds me of remember the Mujahideen? We liked the Mujahideen in Afghanistan back. Remember when Rambo joined them in Rambo 3?
Against the Russians?
Yeah, they're freedom fighters. They're great. We love them. Let's give them guns and bombs and the surface to air missiles. And they were great. And then all of a sudden, after Russia left, America's like, hey, let's just do the same thing Russia did, but fail harder.
Yeah.
For 20 years. Oh, now they're not freedom fighters because they're fighting us. Now they're terrorists. Now they're rebels.
They turned into, what was it, the Taliban, or what was the other name?
Taliban. Taliban K or something.
Al-Qaeda.
ISIS, Al-Qaeda. Bro, there's just so many boogeymen.
ISIL.
What was that?
That was Obama's favorite group. He's the one that mentioned that. That's all I remember from Barry saying that. ISIL. I'm like, ISIL. A little weird.
We need a list of these boogeymen. We need a list of the boogeymen.
Yeah, I mean, that probably could help. But then again, they could always change their names.
Yeah, I don't know how Mujahideen turned into Taliban, but here we go. Let's read about the Rebel Alliance the structure. They function almost like a military government. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. That's what we want, a military government led by Mon Mothma. Who's Mon Mothma?
I
Do
don't
we know
know.
this? Let's look this up.
What was their stance on abortion?
Oh my God. No, stop. Of course, it's okay. Here we go. All right, this is the leader of the Rebel Alliance. I'll put her up on screen if I can figure this out. I don't really remember this. Oh, I think I maybe remember Mon Mothma. She is a human, and she's the leader. She definitely.
Oh, we don't need that.
She definitely voted for Kamala. I bet my life.
Yeah, that's a dud.
I guarantee you she voted for Kamala. 100%. Let's see if I can find this. Oh, I'm still trying to figure this out. Darn it. Oh, here she is. Okay. Oh, all right. Hold on. Damn it. What do you think Mon Mothma looks like? Let's see if we can share the screen here.
Let's see. If it's Star Wars,
actually,
most
don't
likely.
Don't say it.
Oh,
go ahead. It's family show.
James Earl Jones type of relative. Oh no! Wow, shocking.
Right.
A ginger, which just happened to have the same letter like.
She looks like the leader of the European Union or something.
Oh yeah, Thatcher or something like that.
Or Ursula von der Leyen.
She's got an Adam's apple though.
Would you rather follow her or Darth Vader? I mean, come on.
Oh, Vader, totally, man. Got the way better suit and shit.
Yeah.
Cooler freaking technology. They're not like living in freaking like caves and shit. No way, man. Like it's way better with the freaking Empire. They probably got like a better freaking health plan. Health plans, man. So, but that woman, I wouldn't follow her anywhere. Hey, Jay Rillo, what's happening, man?
I don't want to perish, but I definitely don't want to perish because she sent me to go blow up the Death Star. What? Like, you do it. No thanks.
I know. You never know when Aunt Flo came to town.
Whatever your name is.
Yeah.
That's enough. All right, let's get back to the politics of the rebels. So they function almost like a military government led by Mon Mothma. So basically, we don't like the Empire. We want a military dictatorship run by Mon Mothma. No thanks. They avoided establishing a formal Senate in exile to avoid being mistaken for the defunct, ineffective Confederacy of Independent Systems. I don't know all this stuff. Let's see here.
I never really knew what was going on with that stuff.
Ideology. Idealists within the movement, like Mon Mothma, fought for democracy. I thought they were fighting for it to be a republic, which is not the same as a democracy. A democracy is one person, one vote. A republic is you vote for someone and then they vote for you, which is what America is, actually. So there is actually a difference. Fall for democracy, the rule of law, and equality, positioning themselves as a moral alternative to the empire. The origins. The movement was founded by politicians like Bali Organa.
I don't like the sound of that name.
Bail Organa, who saw the republic's democracy crumbling and wanted to combat Chancellor Palpatine's growing power. Why not peaceful resolutions?
Toxic feminists.
Methods. While fighting a guerrilla war, the rebels sought to distinguish themselves from terrorists by striving to uphold the moral high ground and values of the old republic. Oh, hold on. Do you want to come up, Rillo?
Yeah, man.
Let's see here. Let's post. There we go. We are reading the political affiliations of the rebels versus the, hopefully the Empire's in there next. Let's see here. methods. While fighting a guerrilla war, the rebels sought to distinguish themselves from terrorists by striving to uphold the moral high ground and values of the old republic. What did they do? Anything, any terrorism that we know of? It's, it's crazy being a man. It's crazy being a man when you listen to the news, when you listen to what's going on in the world. And what I mean when I say that, am I moving? Yeah. it is rather nasty to target civilians. And I don't support that, obviously. But in the same breath, they're like, oh, no, we just killed soldiers. It's totally cool. And I'm like, okay, I guess those are all, which really what that means is men. And it's for some reason, it's like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry. It's just a bunch of men. We just blew them up.
Well, I mean, there were contractors on that Death Star. Remember that? And families and stuff. I'm sure there weren't just a bunch of men on the Death Star when they blew that up. That was like a terrorist act.
On the Death Star. Are there families on it, or was that only a military operation?
I mean, it was pretty much just like, a moving like military base
city.
So,
yeah, did they target civilians? Well, I mean, it did blow up a planet.
Well, I'm guessing if you're on the Empire side, you're pretty much an enemy. So they probably don't consider those civilians like, good people.
Yeah, how is it any different? The Death Star basically is kind of a planet.
It's got its own orbit, pretty much.
It is a planet. It's like a moon.
Yeah.
It's like a small planet. And it's a small planet that can blow up planets. Okay, that's dangerous. I get it.
You know how smart you got to be to build that freaking thing?
Bro, I can't even imagine. It's like Oppenheimer and what's his face on steroids.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's like they're the smarter, like, group, and the other ones are pretty much just trying to take what they have, it feels like.
Oh, maybe I should watch The Mandalorian here. I was talking about The Mandalorian before. It's just there's just something wrong with The Mandalorian. It looks good. It's got all the elements. They spent zillions of dollars, but it's just so boring. It's just it's like trying to watch Solo, the movie. No thanks.
Is that the Bounty Hunter guy?
I think it's a series. Yeah.
Oh.
It's a series.
Boba Fett guy, right?
Yeah. Oh, looks like Rillo's kind of the expert. Too bad he's not here. He's making gains.
Oh,
bro, cool. Rillo, I hope you look at. Hold on. Let me mog Rillo for a minute. Hold on. Bro, you better get back in that gym, boy. Come on. The Force is strong with me today. The Force is strong with me. Oh, today. Come on, Rillo. You better do those. Oh, you better get that set in. Come on, Darth Maul. You know what the word mog means, Yoda?
What is it, like showing off?
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Mogging. It's a new term.
Yes,
so how are the rebels any better than the Empire if they're blowing up these little mini planets? Answer, they're not.
Yeah. I mean, the Empire just seems like the better choice. They got better ships, cooler looking things.
Bro, hold up. Not even once, bro. Natty for life, bro. Come on. You wish. I'm not saying in the future I won't get on TRT, but I haven't done it yet. Saying my prayers, doing my training, and eating my vitamins, and they're not TRT. The problem with TRT is once you get on it, you can't stop. Who wants that? I know I don't. Not yet. Not until I do everything I'm supposed to do and still fail. If my body didn't respond appropriately to proper training, then it's time for TRT. But until that point, it's not. I'm good, man. But anyways, Yeah, the Death Star is a small planet, and they just blew it up so callously. And Jay Rilla, where there was families on the Death Star, I guess. But let's finish up the ideology of the rebels. While fighting a guerrilla war, as we said, the rebels sought to distinguish themselves from terrorists by striving to uphold the moral high ground. Yeah, they're not moral. That's the problem. That's the problem with lefties. They always think they're morally superior. And they're not. They're not morally superior. They have a different idea. It may be better. It may be worse. That's always up for debate. But they're not better. They're not
like
better. Because what do they think is going to happen when this Mon Mothma takes over? And they're going to have a military dictatorship? Oh, that's so much better. It even says it right here. They have a military, what is it? Military government. Yeah. Another name for that is military dictatorship. That is not better than the freaking empire methods. They just want a republic. We're going to read about the empire in a minute, though. Fighting, we did that. Diversity. The alliance has a mix of different political factions, including idealistic politicians, military officers, radical separatists like Saul Guerrera, I don't know who that is, who all united to stop the empire. The rebels represent a coalition aiming to bring back a functioning democracy. Do they want a republic or a democracy? Because really we need to know the difference. Acting as a direct mirror to the empire's authoritarianism. It's just authoritarianism wrapped up in a leftist ideology. I don't see how it's any different.
Yeah.
What do you got going on here?
Oh, that's my little girl Caitlin over here. You ever see her? Caitlin Hashi?
Stop. Yes, I've seen her actually. Can you thank you. It's a family show, Yoda. That's okay. That's better.
There we go. You got your girl on here too.
I don't know who that.
Good morning, Sunday morning.
I think she quit,
Nancy.
right? She finally she I know who Nancy is, but she's done, right?
Oh, I don't think so. She'll never go away.
Yeah.
Really?
No, she's done, man. I know
Interesting.
she's not running, or I don't know if she's out yet or whatever, but yeah, she's done.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The problem with Nancy is, well, there's many problems with Nancy, but she's like 80 something.
Oh, she's
and
like
maybe
84,
I'm just used to plastics. Maybe I'm so accustomed to plastic surgery now. I look at her and I think, hey, it looks pretty good. Right?
Well, I mean, yeah, she's for one of the old ladies up there, she's like better than most of them. I'd say that, you know. When she was younger, she looked pretty hot.
Most 84-year-olds are buried in the ground.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
I heard her husband had the
to be
COVID
up there
bones
as
or whatever.
whatever she was, senator or something. At 84. COVID what?
I heard her husband
loans. Yeah,
got like
they're
two different
crooks.
loans.
They're crooks. They're criminals.
I felt bad for him.
Well, he got hit in the head with a
hammer
in his house, which is crazy.
I heard that wasn't the first time the cops were called for that same guy.
Can you imagine? Come home.
Yeah.
Could you imagine coming home and there's a man in your house and you're like 80 something and he smashes your head with a hammer? It's that's horrifying.
He knew him.
And remember, she was third in line for president. So can we?
Yeah.
Why does shouldn't third in line for president have a bodyguard? Yes, is what I think. That's my answer.
Well, she was in Washington when it happened. Purposely, it seemed like, and he was alone over there in San Francisco.
Well, I guess, yeah. I guess we don't need to protect the husband, but she needs to be protected. But I couldn't imagine if someone broke into my house and hit me in the head with a hammer. God, I would be so mad. And then it's on video.
For him to do it.
And he's like knocked out.
Yeah, it was his boyfriend, Jay Rillo was right. A Canadian too. That's the weirdest thing about it.
Let's get back on track. Yeah, that's kind of an old story. Interesting story, nonetheless.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's back. That was right after he got a DUI. Remember that? He got a DUI in Martha's Vineyard. Don't you remember that? Remember that?
The husband? No, I missed that one.
It was right before.
Yeah, they
Paul
like to
Pelosi
drink.
pleads guilty to he pleads guilty to DUI with injury.
Oh,
Who was injured? Was it just him? Do you get in more trouble if you injure yourself, or do you have to injure someone else? August
Probably
23rd,
someone.
2022. Today, Paul Pelosi was convicted in Napa County Superior Court on charges filed by Napa County District Attorney's Office, automobile collision and driving under the influence arrest. Mr. Pelosi pled guilty to the charge of driving under the influence of alcohol, causing injury. The matter was heard. Yada, yada, yada. Who was injured? Was it just him?
Probably.
Present courtroom. Mr. Pelosi was not. La da dee, la da da. Hold on, here we go. Judge Solga sentenced Pelosi to the following consequences. Placed on summary probation for 3 years. Only time you ever hear that term summary is execution. So this is the first time I've seen summary used before probation. And summary indicates quick, immediate, and immediacy, I believe. He had to pay $2,000 court fine, whoop-de-doo. Serve 5 days in jail. That's got to hurt when you're a millionaire. Submit to blood, breath, or urine test if requested by law enforcement officer or probation officer if suspected of driving with a measurable amount of alcohol. Pay $5,000 in victim restitution for medical bills and lost. Oh, so he injured somebody.
Oh.
I wonder if there was a lawsuit. Oh, God, if I have to get hit. If some drunk driver hits me, please let it be Nancy Pelosi. That's all I got to say. Immediately, or like, who would you want to get hit with by the most? Like maybe Elon Musk in his Tesla? That would be great.
Yeah, Musk, definitely. He's got freaking endless pockets.
In a Tesla. And it was like, if he was like drunk and there was something wrong with the Tesla, but he had to like pay for your silence, like, a lot.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Immediately enroll and pay for and successfully monitor license 3 DUI program for 3 months. He can't. He needed a breathalyzer in his car,
so he just has an assistant come with him.
Yeah, man. When you're that rich and old,
why wouldn't you have a freaking chauffeur?
I think he lives a dirty life. Too.
Yeah, that's what it is. You can't have any witnesses to what the hell he's doing.
That's the problem. He wants to hide his life. And I get that. And if I woke up a billionaire, I don't want people in my house. I don't want chefs, maids. I don't want that stuff. I just don't. I don't want people in my space. I don't want employees like looking at my life.
Yeah, I guess.
You do what you got to do.
I would like police outside. I mean, the fact that guy could come around and do that stuff kind of would be like a little scary, being that she's like so high up there. Unless it was planned.
It's crazy, and he didn't deserve that, but these are the people that are like, defund the police and all that stuff. Okay. Now you get hit in the head with a hammer by a man.
You know what the weirdest thing was? The guy hit the guy in the head with a hammer, and then they stunned him with a taser. It's like, why didn't you use a freaking regular pistol?
You're breaking up.
Oh, I said, why would they just use it? Can you hear me now?
What's that?
I said, why would they use a stun gun over freaking a pistol with that situation what went on?
I don't know. It's tough being a cop.
He's holding
if I was a cop,
non-lethal against lethal. I mean, he knocked that guy out. He was snoring. He literally was snoring when they went in the room. The guy, like Pelosi's husband. Do you remember that when the cops went in? You heard him like making
it's awful. It's like his death snore or something. It's like
And they waited until he did something. He was holding the hammer, and right then and there they could have tased the guy. They waited until he actually did something, and started getting like 3 or 4 swings.
you see, I don't know if you watch these videos, but the taser doesn't work all the time, especially if you have
That's what I'm saying.
clothes,
They should have used
jackets
the
and stuff. It
pistol.
won't work.
That's what I'm saying. A pistol would have
Well,
been the optimum choice.
you
right there.
don't want to shoot. You don't want to shoot people, honestly, because
Yeah, I guess. They're
you don't want to take someone's life unless you have to, and then also you'll get in trouble nowadays. So
I heard that Elon Omar
San
guy that did that
Francisco-
stuff is still in jail. The shooter for
I don't know who
her.
you're talking about.
The guy that shot the vinegar at her. Do you remember
No,
that?
I was not. I didn't have a show, but I vaguely remember it, but I didn't cover it because I was I was hiding like you, Yoda. I was hiding
I
like
hear
you. But hold on. But let's get back to this. Let's make this a Star Wars episode. We went over the political affiliation of the rebels. And let's look over what is. I can't even speak English. What is the political affiliation? Political affiliation of the Empire in Star Wars. Here we go. I wonder if it's just one galaxy too. That's something I don't know. But the Galactic Empire in Star Wars is a totalitarian fascist military dictatorship defined by its New Order ideology, characterized by centralized power, human supremacy, and strict militarism. Yeah, I didn't. That's interesting. That's the first time I've seen that because, of course, in Star Wars they have the guy General Akbar. He looks like an Oscar fish. I don't know if you know who that is. It's a trap guy.
Yeah, that guy. He looks like a squid.
Looks like a fish to me, but he seemed pretty smart. Maybe they are smarter than humans. I don't know.
Well, they got bigger heads. He's like a dolphin, kind of.
But elephants have bigger heads.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, they could be smarter, but they probably just look out for themselves, like Spock and all that people.
You think elephants are as smart as humans? They just don't have hands.
Well, I mean, they seem pretty smart, but I mean, who the hell knows what's going on in there? I mean, they got big. I know dolphins are really smart, but never really seen an elephant really.
Am I frozen?
Yeah, you're frozen, man.
What? You can hear me?
I thought you know. Yeah, I can hear you. You're there. You go. Are you plugged in or are you on Wi-Fi?
No, I'm not on Wi-Fi. How long have I been frozen?
It's like 2 seconds. It seemed like. So you noticed.
Okay.
There you go. A little bit. It's like getting choppy a little bit there. You can still hear you fine though.
Let me got a special. That's okay. That's the important thing. I got a special guest in the back.
Sweet.
Special guest in the back. Let's bring him up. Let's bring him up in the customary fashion. Jay Rillo, welcome to the show.
Yeah, you fucking rule.
My audio.
To the show. Welcome to the show. What's the good word? What's up with Star Wars, man?
Real quick. How's my audio? Because I'm driving right now.
It kind of sucks, honestly. So I may kick you. Yep.
Okay. I got you on my earpiece. That's why, so I can drive.
Hey Jay.
Hey, what's going on, Omar? What's going on, bro?
It's not gonna work. You're banned.
No? Okay.
No.
All right. I'll listen. I'll be home in like 20 minutes. I'm not that far away, so I should. I'll just hop up back then. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
Later.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Rillo. Let's see here. There are other life forms. I think the rebels. Yes, the rebels are liberal, and this is what I'm trying to say. Star Wars has been a vehicle to push liberalism society destructive type politics. And it's like they get us kids when we're young, and they make us believe that a man, Darth Vader, who wants to be with his daughter, there's something wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That man wants to be with his daughter, and he's going to move heaven and earth. You know, when Leslie Neeson on that movie, Liam Neeson was looking for his daughter in Taken, he was the good guy, and he wasted like dozens of people, much like Darth Vader. But somehow when Darth Vader does it, oh, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy because he's patriarchal and maybe conservative. I mean, it really is sick when you think about it. When you think about what they did to us as children, when you think about how that's pushed upon us. And now I really understand everything. I totally understand my dad now. It's a little too late now, unfortunately, but it all makes sense. Did any of that make sense to you?
A little bit.
Anyways, let's get back to the political affiliation of the Galactic Empire. The New Order is like one of the new ones, I think. The New Order, also shout out to Hulk Hogan. The official ideology promoted by the Empire, emphasizing centralization, anti-Jedi sentiment, and loyal to the Emperor. Yeah. Jedi Knights are terrorists. They go around and they'll chop your head off if you don't agree with them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Jay, welcome to the show.
Word.
Am I better now or no?
Well, you got to talk more.
Is it better now or no? Testing. How about now?
It's the same.
All right, hold on.
All right. Well, it's sick what they've done to us children. They use Star Wars as a vehicle to politically corrupt us and promote liberalism, and it's obvious. Let's see here. Regional governors, MOFs. What's a MOF? Is that a term?
Not
Is
sure.
that a political term?
I haven't heard it.
Is that what kind of term is that? In Star Wars, MOFs are high-ranking officials and regional governors. Okay, so it's governor. A governor is a term that we used during colonialization, whereas Henry Morgan was the governor of Jamaica, and they would rule their fiefdom, and that's what we would call them back then. Let's see here. Okay, so MOFs is a Star Wars only term. Regional governors, the Empire replaced the Galactic Senate with direct rule through governors and MOFs to enforce totalitarian control. Imperial Navy stormtroopers, they call it Navy. The regime relied on massive military force to maintain order and suppress rebellion. Well, again, what do the rebels want? We've seen these wild parties. We've seen them getting down with the Ewoks. Is that the kind of world I want to live in? A world where humans are partying with Ewoks? Bro, gross. What's up, Rillo? What's up, Rillo? Ground control to Major Rillo. No sound, my dude. No sound, my dude. Well, I can't hear you, so I'll just keep reading about the political affiliation of are you here? Something weird. Oh, there we go.
All right, how's my audio now? Testing.
It's slightly better. Go for it.
Okay, all right. If it's slightly better, we'll make it work. I had to try a new browser on my phone. That's all.
No, actually, no.
No? God damn it.
It's okay.
All right, I'm just gonna have to wait till I get to my desk, to my laptop. That's all.
Okay.
That's all. I'm not that far away. I'll come up though. I'll come up.
All right, be safe. Okay, so what do we have here? Regional MOFs, Senate, direct rule through governors and MOFs to enforce totalitarian control. Imperial Navy stormtroopers. The regime relied on massive military force to maintain order and suppress rebellion. I've seen these planets. I've seen how they act.
Kind of barbaric planets.
They are barbaric. They need guidance. They need people to tell them what to do, honestly. Otherwise, they're just going to revert to the Stone Age. We're
It
going to have
always
what?
seems like Mad Max on their worlds.
Now you're messing up.
Oh,
How's my sound?
you're fine.
Your sound is not good.
Is it like not close enough or something?
You sound like a robot. Keep talking.
Oh, I'm just saying it's like it just
It's
seems
not.
like everybody's like Mad Max world
No.
and whatever. No, I'm not working.
No.
What about now?
No, it's a connection problem.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna come back and forth.
Yeah, come back.
Let's see. How do I get out of here? How do I get
All
out?
right.
Let's see.
No, it's hard. You got to just get out and come back in. I'm going to kick you. All right, everybody. So we are I guess it's me, right? I guess it's me because we don't even have I'm having connection issues. That's not good. The Galactic Empire, a fascist totalitarian dictatorship and an absolute monarchy. A monarchy? Is there a king? I don't think it's a monarchy. I think this is wrong. Ruled by Supreme Chancellor turned Emperor Sheev Palpatine. It replaced the Galactic Republic with a centralized militaristic regime designed to maintain order through fear, terror, and aggressive expansion, transitioning from democratic Senate to direct military control. I don't see how this is any different than the needs, wants, desires, and or methods of the Rebel Alliance. It just seems like the Empire does it better. Let's see here. Absolute autocracy. Emperor Palpatine held supreme authority, ruling as the head of state and a Sith Lord. Totalitarian control. The Empire oversaw a rapid militarization. Excuse me. The Empire oversaw a rapid militarization, enforcing the order and suppressing dissent through secret police and military force. You mean like the FBI? Am I choppy too? You ought to welcome to the stage.
Hey, could you hear me?
No, I guess it's me. Do I sound okay?
I can hear you fine.
You sound horrible.
Oops. All right, I'll go away then.
Hold on. Let me get you out of here. Hold on. Hello. I sound horrible too. I sound fine. Are you sure I sound fine? Because I'm listening. It sounds like crap. Hello. When I listen to myself, I sound horrible. How did Yoda sound? Did he sound okay? Because he sounded like crap to me. The guy in the car was choppy, sure. All right, Yoda, go ahead and talk.
Word. Can you hear me now?
Bro, I don't know. It just sounds so horrible to me.
Weird.
Keep the show going. Yoda was
I can
fine.
hear you.
Okay.
You got a kink in your headset?
I don't know what it is. Keep talking.
Oh, I think I had those same headphones. What kind are those?
You got to keep talking.
Those are expensive headphones, aren't they?
Hello.
I'm here. I can hear you.
Hello. Maybe my headset. All right, let's try something new. Hold on.
I think I have those freaking headphones.
Bear with me. Bear with me as I try something new. Let's put this here. All right, let's try this. No.
You know, I was always under the assumption that Yoda was a human person that was like 900 years old. I was always under the assumption that Yoda was like a 900-year-old person.
Here. Hello.
Testes, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that's not going to work. Damn it. Try this. Okay, talk.
Okay, I'm here.
I don't
can
hear
hear
you. Gosh darn it.
Did you break it? Now your mic's out. There you go. Sound check.
This is impossible. No. No, that's not going to work.
So I can hear you perfectly fine.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
It's all right. So then it's me. It's me.
It's you, not me.
You got to keep talking.
Okay, sorry.
Keep
Well,
talking.
I heard the
Go
Mets
talk
are
about what
freaking
it's like
blowing
living in
it
swamps.
big time this year.
Tell
I think
me.
they're like 11-22 right now. I was watching their games yesterday, and I was just like embarrassed. The one guy looked like he was on drugs, and he got to first base and like just sat there between first and second, and they just tagged him out. So it's really embarrassing that these guys are getting paid millions of dollars, and they're like probably like on drugs. I mean, Darryl Strawberry and them were on drugs back in the World Series and stuff like that, but that was like, you know, they were still kicking ass and stuff. But these guys are just like, you know, everybody's probably on smoking freaking vapes in the freaking dugouts and stuff right now. So it's very disappointing. They should let the fans play. That's what I've been noticing. I watched the WNBA the other day, and I was just like, they should just let some freaking fans come out there and like, you know, substitute the freaking players, because it's just like, you know, I could miss that many shots in a game. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy to think that these people are paid like over $100,000 to miss baskets.
I can't hear anything.
Really? I can hear you fine, dude. Do you have a set of iPhone like headphones?
Audio in.
What about
Talking,
now?
Yoda.
I'm here, so I don't know what I could really talk about other than like the basketball. They said that Caitlin Clark got hurt the other day, so I don't know how like they're going to be selling tickets well, but $12 I heard the tickets are going for, and nobody's even buying them. So just watching that and other sports that are very disappointing. I think the Yankees are in first place this year at least, so that's something to watch. Am I still?
All right, just hang out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
All right, I'm going to just take over. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm going to sign out and sign back in. Just carry the show for me.
Oh, I'll
Hello?
try. I'll try to carry the show. Let
Talk
me,
about whatever. Make sure it's Star Wars. Got to go. I'll be back.
Star Wars. Okay. Well, I watched Star Wars. I don't think I ever really watched the newer ones, but I watched the older ones, and I got to say they shouldn't have like started making new ones because they just aren't the same. They don't feel the same, and they're just like kind of boring. I'll say that. Like finding out that one kid, the Anakin Skywalker, I heard he's a paranoid schizophrenic. That's pretty interesting to find out because his career went to like shit or whatever. So yeah, I watched. I like the three. I'll say that the ones from the 70s, and then I guess one was from like 83 or something like that. We call the Return of the Jedi. I actually saw that in the movie theaters. Did you ever see that in the movie theaters?
How do I sound?
You sound fine.
Okay, that fixed everything.
Okay. Did you watch Return of the Jedi in the movie theater?
Yeah, I saw it twice, bro. My mom took
Okay.
me. She took.
Okay.
It was just me and mom, and it was so epic. And my sister probably got jealous. It was like the best day of my life. I never seen a movie twice in a theater. I didn't even know that was like possible. And mom's like, "Let's go see it again." She's like, "Do you want to see Star Wars again?" And I was like, you know, how can you say yes faster than yes? It was basically that was the only problem I had at that point. Return of the Jedi was great.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Which was your favorite?
Well, the only one I saw originally was Return of the Jedi in a theater. The best Star Wars of all is Empire Strikes Back.
Oh. See, I like Return of the Jedi.
Nah.
Empire was the one in the snow, right?
Snow was great. And then it had the monster, and then it had the Tauntaun, and then the toy Tauntaun. You
Mhm.
could actually put the person inside.
Yeah, I remember that. I actually have a Darth Vader thing right here behind me, like the toy collector thing, where it's like Darth Vader's head. They had C-3PO for the toys that go into it.
I mean, that do you want to present that? That might be
Oh,
for
I
the
don't want to
show.
get on cam, dude.
I mean, it might be good for the show. Am
Oh.
I frozen again? God damn it! What is wrong with this?
Well, at least your mouth wasn't open or anything like that. It was just, you with sunglasses on. I just got a bunch. Actually, my thing's like it's underneath a bunch of stuff over here. So I got like, crap on crap over here, which just, all my GI Joes are in it instead of freaking Star Wars characters. I don't think I have any Star Wars. I have Star Wars cards. That's the weird thing from like the 70s or whatever.
Baseball, like baseball cards.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those. I mean, but did you hear they had I guess it was like the special one where it had C-3PO, where it actually had him with like it looked like a wiener on him. They called it.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not trying to be dirty or anything. They called it like the C-3PO boner. I'm serious.
We've got a very special guest in the back. I think
Okay.
she's ready to come up.
Oh,
I think she's related to the dancer for Jabba the Hutt. Remember that?
really?
Remember how they had the green stuff coming off of their head?
Oh, she had those like tentacle things on her head, right?
Yeah, I think she's a distant cousin of that. Let's welcome her to the show. She comes from a long lineage of Jabba the Hutt entertainers.
Howdy.
Anna
Hello.
Miller, welcome to the show.
Yeah, you fucking rule. Fuck.
So
Thank you so much for coming to the show, Miss Miller.
yes, I came in like pretty raw, but I do have a mask if you need me to put it on.
That's cool.
It's not Star Wars related, is it? Is that a character?
No, but I mean it lights up. It could be like Star Warsy. My husband is a huge Star Wars fan. Like, look. Who am I a part of? Am I Rebel Alliance? And what kind of Sith am I?
It looks like one of those masks for beauty. Is it like
It
one
is.
of those?
That's what it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, this doesn't happen, by magic.
I mean, yeah, you should wear it maybe.
So there's a lot of work that goes into doing it. But no, I like.
Wait, can you wear the mask or not? That might be good content. We've got 4 million people watching.
Well, no, because I don't think you'll be able to hear me. And besides,
Okay.
I have to do my beauty. I've got to.
Okay, go ahead.
I was cleaning up Star Wars stuff the whole time. So, my husband is a tremendous Star Wars fan. He even likes the animated series. There was an animated series that they came out with that kind of predated all of the what is it, Netflix or Hulu or Disney, whoever's doing all the Star Wars movies, and like it gave a lot of backstory, like a lot of universe story. And Greg tried to get me to watch it, and it's just too much information. But I agree with you, Barney, about the classification of the rebels in Star Wars. I do think that they are what you said they are. And if you watch, they do set like some booby traps, some traps here and there. But I disagree that Darth Vader was just going to get his daughter.
What traps? What are we talking about here?
When they were on the Ewok planet, they were like setting traps for the stormtroopers and all that stuff. So like it's a little shady business.
You find like landmines are unethical even when used against your enemy?
I find a lot of things about war unethical. Landmines, I do agree, unethical. Not a good thing.
Yes, I think that the rebels are unorganized terrorists. They're like Antifa or something. They just want to go and blow up the. Is it even called? Did the Empire actually call it the Death Star? I mean, they need work on branding. If anything, the Empire, they need the guy that wears that red wig who works for the Republicans, calls things the death tax, or like they need a better branding marketer. It's not the Death Star. It's the I don't know, future of planets or something. We need to, what's a more palatable name for the Death Star? Can we call it Star of Life? The Genesis Star? Star of Genesis, perhaps.
How about the Fun Star? The Fun
The
Star.
Fun Star.
Fun
Absolutely.
Star. We're all
The
going to the Fun Star.
The Fun Star, because there were families on the Fun Star. I think. Oh, let's look that up. Were there families on
And,
the Death Star? Hold on.
Yoda- Oh.
Based on Star Wars lore, there were generally no families living on the Death Star. It was top secret, high security military battle station inhabited primarily by military personnel, technicians, and contractors. While some non-combat civilian staff were on board, they did not live there with families. So it's like, oh, it's fine. It was all men that got blown to bits. So it must be good. That's this thing that I can't stand. It's all men, so who cares? They're just disposable. Blow them up. The first Death Star housed roughly 1.7 million military personnel, 400,000 maintenance droids, we don't care about that, and 250 civilian contractors, catering staff. No home environment. It was not a colony or a residential station, making it unsafe and inappropriate for families. Legends context. While some older non-canon legends stories implied relationships among personnel, they did not depict children or families living on the station. Okay.
No, and I want you to keep in mind, like, the Death Star is primarily a weapon. So the rebels destroying it are just destroying a weapon. They weren't. I don't think that the destruction of the Death Star was a T action. I don't want to say the word. Are we saying the word TERRORIST?
I guess.
All right. So I don't
know.
think.
Sure.
I don't think the blowing up of the Death Star is necessarily a terrorist action. It's destroying a weapon. They weren't trying to motivate opinion. They were trying to eliminate ability, which tomato,
let's face it, the Death Star, I don't like that name again, is a weapon of mass destruction, or the only thing like it in today would be an aircraft carrier or a nuclear intercontinental, well, it's not intercontinental, but a nuclear powered ballistic missile sub.
I don't know if we have anything that is similar to what it is, because again, it was a high powered laser. I mean, unless you want to talk about the lasers in space.
Well, nuclear subs with nuclear missiles can destroy the planet.
Understood. Well,
a Typhoon, they don't make Typhoon anymore. Typhoon class sub missiles capacity. Okay, that was the biggest sub ever made, of course, famously made by the Russians. Has a missile capacity of 20 R-39 missiles.
Прекрасно.
These massive nuclear-powered submarines were designed to carry. Oh, okay, yeah. So they had 20 missiles, but each missile could hold 10. It's called an MIRNV. It's a multiple re-entry. What the crap is it called? Vehicle.
So backs out and comes back in. Crazy.
No, multiple re-entry vehicle. Is this? Hold on. MIRV. No, that's not it. Gosh darn it. Hold on. ICBM MIRV. Is that what it is? Multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle. What that means is one missile will go up and you'll see it. But when it comes down, it has like 10 different bombs that come out of it. And they can hit 10 different cities. So a submarine really is the deadliest thing out there. Or an aircraft carrier, because aircraft carriers probably carry nukes. And I mean, I'm just trying to say, what is the closest thing in today's verbiage? compared to the Death Star. It's either a nuclear submarine or a aircraft carrier with nukes, which they probably. That's another good question, actually. Do USA aircraft? What do you think? You think they carry it? Carriers
Have nukes?
carry nuclear weapons.
Probably.
What do you think, Anna Miller?
I think we have a lot of interesting tools of destruction. I'm very curious about the one that they were talking about in Venezuela, where everyone was disoriented.
The discombobulator.
No, stop.
The
No,
discombobulator.
stop. Here comes a direct question. Do you think that on any of these aircraft carriers owned by the United States, do you think that they carry nuclear missiles and or bombs?
Yes, and there's so much more. I think there's more there too.
There's more. Okay, maybe they have the Death Star. Well, according to AI, they don't, but who knows what? I don't know. Do we believe
They're
that?
not going to get it from AI.
They hit
You're
fault
probably-
lines. I know that.
They have what?
They hit fault lines and cause earthquakes and stuff like that. I live right near Picatinny Arsenal, and like literally, like the ground, the news actually reports that there's an earthquake, and when they show the epicenter, it's Picatinny Arsenal, literally on the road as their epicenter. So they just don't report that it's a military base there. So
Wait, America can purposely cause earthquakes? Is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Hell yeah, I believe that.
I don't.
my best friend was on the USS Honolulu for like 8 years, and he confirmed that they can cause earthquakes anytime they want.
Don't earthquakes cause like tsunamis?
Yeah, that's what the whole point is.
Remember that transformer named Rumbler?
Not really. Which one was
Okay,
he?
never mind.
Was he in the Jeep?
He was one of the cassettes that came out of Soundwave.
Oh,
but
the
he had, like,
cassette. Yeah.
he had those
Remember
two arms
Laserbeak?
that were like, well, there was like Laserbeak, the dog, and then Rumbler. I never liked Rumbler, but he
That's
can
weird
cause
that
earthquakes.
Soundwave have like men come out of them or robots.
Well, you know, it's a strange world, Cybertron.
What was the dog or the panther cassette?
The dog was
I know Laserbeak was the bird.
Laserbeak. I didn't have
You-
Transformers.
Oh,
Ravage was his
Ravage.
name.
Yeah.
The Decepticon spy transforms from a cassette drone into a panther-like beast,
Yeah.
often commanded like a hunting dog. Interesting. Not to be confused with the Thundercats. Okay, so we talked about Princess Leia and how she was so strong and courageous, and she had to show these slacker men how to get it done when she grabbed a laser, shot the wall, jumped into the trash pit,
Almost got
We-
them killed.
Thank
almost
you.
got them killed. We talked about how she triangulated Luke versus Han Solo. We talked about how, or we didn't talk about how they try to encourage us to be like Luke. Like, hey, you're a dork, but just be a nice guy. And don't worry about Han Solo, the bad boy. He's just a friend. And look what happened in the end. You see what happened in the end. Those two got together and
Facts.
they made something worse than Darth Vader, allegedly.
Facts.
The
A lot of
spawn,
facts.
the spawn of Han and Princess Leia was allegedly worse than
Oh.
Darth Vader.
Is that
which
Darth
is-
Maul?
No, it was I don't know, that famous guy now, the new guy. What's his name?
Kylo Ren, played by
Thank
Adam
you.
Driver, who is a phenomenal actor.
I like that guy because I think he's ugly. He's like ugly, hot. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he's Hollywood ugly.
Is it the dude from Train Spotting?
No, Ewan McGregor.
Oh,
Kylo Ren.
Adam
He's,
Driver. He was a Marine.
Was he? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And if you want to have a real good laugh, look up any of his performances on Saturday Night Live. He is an absolute riot.
No, I saw that. That was great.
So Baby in the Plane?
No, when he was undercover boss, but
Watch when he's a baby on the plane. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I had to stop it like 10 times. Hugely hilarious.
Oh, that dude! I remember that guy with the big schnoz.
Yeah,
Does he have a big nose? Oh yeah, I guess he
Huge.
does.
This looks
Huge
like in
nose.
3D almost here.
He should have been Severus Snape in the remake of Harry Potter.
Oh,
You're getting too nerdy, honestly. No thanks.
I don't think I've ever watched a Harry Potter.
It's May the
Dude.
4th, dude. What this is what you wanted. This is what you asked for.
No, I asked for
This is
Star
what you
Wars. Like
said,
I'm a
you
nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm a dork, but and I saw Harry Potter. I saw the first one, and then I saw the second one, and I was like, "What am I doing here?" I was like surrounded by kids. I was like, "This is weird." No thanks. That's gonna be a pass. That's a pass for me. No, I like this guy. He, as I've said before, I'll say it again. Anyone who's not traditionally attractive and or ugly, they're not getting by on their looks. And this guy has just kind of, with his BDE and his swagger, just forced himself upon the world successfully. So shout out to him. Shout out to this guy, Kylo Ren.
Should we clap?
Yes. Oh,
He has the kind of like the German soldier thing where they have the scar on the side of their face where they always like put the knife mark or whatever. That scarring.
well, that's not real. That's not.
I'm
real
just
scar.
saying, like you know, like they would do it to make themselves look tougher.
Well, the Germans had this weird sword fighting thing they used to do. It's so bizarre.
Yeah, some weird stuff over there.
Weird stuff indeed. What else? What else?
That
is there?
Millennium Falcon looked like a piece of garbage.
That's
I'll
on my
just say
shirt.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That thing didn't look like it would go that fast. Didn't look that aerodynamic in space.
No, it does not.
I felt the same. I was like, why is this thing so fast? It doesn't look like an X-Wing fighter, but when you really read about it, there's no air in space, allegedly. So
It's like
there's no
ions.
resistance. There's not air pushing against it. So
Well, it's
it does
forcing
have
the
a
ground
big,
up.
it does have a big engine. And you know this thing in the front here?
Mhm.
Like it's like that because that's how it's like a truck that carries cargo and it just pushes it. It pushes the
Oh.
boxes in there and pushes it.
It's like a tugboat kind of thing.
Yeah, but supposedly really fast. I don't know.
So, Barney,
Yeah.
who would you have aligned with if you were in the first Star Wars?
Well, this is the thing that people don't like to talk about. You align with whatever you grew up with. If your dad likes Ford, then you like Ford. If your dad likes Chevy, then you like Chevy. If you grew up a Muslim, then you're a Muslim. If you grew up a Mormon, you're a Mormon. It just depends where you end up in life.
So,
But
who would
as
you
a-
have aligned with?
Well, as a kid, what I'm trying to say is they paint Darth Vader out to be some horrible guy. He's just trying to rescue his daughter. When Liam Neeson, or what's his name? What's his name?
Liam Neeson, you got it right.
No. That's the guy.
Neeson. Liam
When
Neeson.
Liam Neeson tries to save his wife or daughter in Taken, he's a good guy. When Darth Vader tries to do it, he's a bad guy. When you look at these planets, it's lawlessness, it's criminality, it's dangerous. They need order. They need stormtroopers in there to restore order because it's just a mess. It's a disaster. We've got kids. I'm talking about Darth Vader, Anakin, out here doing dangerous chariot races, and people are co-signing that. That's disgusting.
Those are like electric bikes, pretty much to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to have a child. What's the equivalent today? We're not going to have a child in a. I guess we do have child in motorcycle races, don't we? But he's racing other children. I guess that somehow makes it fine. We're not going to have a child drive a NASCAR. It's dangerous. We're not going to have a child drive one of those whatever bikes against adults where they can fight each other. It's gross.
Maybe
It's
it's
vile.
because of his size, like a jockey size, that he's like tiny.
Yeah, we're just exploiting children. That these planets, they have slavery because remember, Anakin was a slave with his mother.
Oh yeah.
If anyone needed order, it would be these horrible planets. So how can you not align with the Empire? How can you not want some order? How can you not want some trash pickup? Because anytime you look at the Empire, There is not one piece of trash anywhere, and that's what I'm all about.
It's probably because like the human superiority type or supremacy type deal going on.
Sorry.
They probably just didn't like the fact that the humans would be controlling everything. Maybe that's why like they would have a rebel thing going on with the diversity.
The rebels are like, oh, we need to listen to Jabba the Hutt kind of people. We need to listen to the green lady with the stuff coming out of her head. Like,
well, Jabba kind of like worked for like, you know, like Darth Vader kind of. He was kind of like a bounty hunter type deal. You know, whoever gave the most money or whatever, he was like, you know, a mercenary kind of.
Jabba the Hutt? No.
Well, what was he? He was like a warlord.
He's a warlord.
He was a warlord, and he was also like
a loan shark.
A loan shark. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Gangster.
I didn't want to say Shylock.
Well, that'd be a lawyer, wouldn't it?
No. Shylock was a moneylender.
Oh, I got it mixed up here.
And it's funny that we much like in leftist circles, you're allowed to fat shame as long as they are your enemy. Point in mind is Jabba the Hutt. Otherwise, fat shaming is bad. But we can make fun of it. Like, we can make fun of Randy Fine because he's fat and we don't like him. But you can't make fun of, I don't know, leftists who are fat without being somehow more.
Was Jabba really fat though? I mean, he was just like an earthworm kind of.
Oh yeah, what? That's a good point here.
Jabba the Hutt was shaped.
Jabba the Hutt is a fictional character Star Wars franchise. He's a large slug-like crime lord of the Hutt species. Okay, let's look at the Hutt species. It's a good point. Maybe he was ideal weight for Hutt.
Yeah.
Maybe he's underweight. Maybe he's really thin because he was living on the run.
Maybe he's on Ozempic. Yeah, it's a good point.
Wow, that was a shot, wasn't it?
What?
For all the people on Ozempic in the room?
I mean, it wasn't it wasn't. No, I mean, Ozempic is in the news. I don't know. What is that?
I'm on it.
I know.
Really?
I'm not trying to. Should I? I'm sorry, I offended you. I don't know. What did I do wrong? Was that wrong of me?
No, I'm just having fun with it.
Now I feel bad.
I'm upset.
I feel like
I'm skinny. I don't give a shit.
I feel like I'm Ozempic shaming.
How long have you been on it?
Since October, I lost 42 pounds.
Have you gotten any any type of side effects?
No tail yet.
Oh.
But I'm actually on Wegovy. We'll get back to the Empire in a second. I was on Ozempic in like 2023 for a hot minute, and I threw up in my sleep twice, and I said, "This is not for me." So
both injections of them?
Yes.
Oh.
So I figured the government has me primed for taking injections, so I'll take this one too.
Oh,
here we go. Here's a muscular Hutt. Are you ready for this?
Muscular Hutt? Let's say it.
Something. I don't know if it's muscular, but it's let's take a look here. He's making gains. Look at the screen.
That's him in his younger days when he was coming up.
No, Hutt is a species. His name is Jabba. It would be like calling me Barnabas the Human. Hutt is a species, according to this.
I'm calling you Barnabas the Human from now on.
That's fine. Go ahead. But I'm looking at. Oh, here we go. Reddit. Young and skinny Jabba the Hutt. Okay. Jabba the Punk.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. This ought to be good. This is Jabba when he was in the punk rock phase. Check him out. He's got his jacket.
10th grade.
He's got his pins.
Jabba Vicious.
Yes, Jabba Vicious. Job Vicious. That is some interesting stuff. What else do we have here? Hutt, Wikipedia. I mean, they are slugs. This is not a new question, actually. Let's see. Was Jabba the Hutt overweight? And let's be honest. Hold on.
Sorry.
Let's be honest. Yes, Jabba the Hutt was considered extremely overweight, even by the standards of his own species.
Oh,
weighing roughly 3,000 pounds
Oh my god.
and 604 years old. And I guess that human years, Earth years. Jabba represented the upper ends of Hutt weight spectrum. I guess that's BMI, embodying a sedentary, hedonistic lifestyle often associated with power and wealth in Hutt culture. Hutt biology. While Hutts are naturally large slug-like beings, they are not inherently obese. They can be muscular and mobile, but many, like Jabba, become morbidly obese due to lazy, wealthy lifestyle. Interesting status symbol. In Hutt society, being massive is a sign of extreme wealth and power, allowing them to remain immobile. Comparison. Other Hutts, such as Boku the Hutt, let's look him up, in Darth Vader comics, are portrayed as much fitter or even muscular. Okay. Appearance. Jabba is seen as a fat worm alien in Return of the Jedi. His physique is explicitly described as having a very soft adipose texture. Let's look at Boku the Hutt and see. I guess this is the. I guess he's gonna mog him. But Boku the Hutt. Let's see. Let's go to images. Let's take a look at this.
you know what I was wondering about the Jabba the Hutt thing?
What's that?
Like, was he gonna eat like Princess Leia, or was it like some sort of like slave? Like, what was the whole point of her being in bikini and like shackled up to him? Like, was he gonna eat her?
I think she was supposed to be like a pet.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Salacious B or Z or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah.
So this is
Oh.
Boku. He's got abs and pecs.
Oh,
And I guess the next question is, how do they reproduce? But this is a family show. And how does Jabba the Hutt feel about interspecial copulation would be the next question. I guess ultimately, we are not going to find out. And it's interesting to me that, again, Jabba the Hutt apparently is a bad guy. Okay, he's bad. Why? Because he's fat and ugly. Okay. But he's bad because he loaned Han Solo money, and Han Solo was never going to pay him back. Han Solo was never going to pay him back. He just wanted his money back. I know how that feels. Someone owes you money. You just want your money back.
yeah.
And he wasn't going to do it. So how can we maximize you? There you go.
There we go. I got to change my name. I totally forgot about that. I had this character on there. But yeah.
Wait, who is that?
Salacious B. Crumb.
Oh, he's so cute. I can hardly see you.
Oh. My
He's
cat
not.
looks like this thing.
He's like Jabba's evil.
It's like his pet
Evil
that
something.
sits there and eats frogs and stuff.
Yeah, but he like laughs.
I'm on my phone. I can't see anything on my phone.
Oh.
Because I'm old.
Yeah, so I think Jedi Knights are terrorists. I support the Empire. I don't appreciate them blowing up planets. That's the one thing kind of holding me back.
What about the lightsabers? What kind of lightsaber did you like? The double one or?
Lightsabers were great, and then when Darth Maul came out, Darth Maul was awesome. Let's face it. He came out with that double-ended. But the one thing that I saw online is, why don't Jedis, when you're sword fighting and you're like pushing against it, why don't you just retract it?
Oh, and make it shoot?
Point it at your enemy and then switch it out like a switchblade right in their face. Like, why?
It seemed like they
is it
were all
like-
like different. I mean, the one had like two different, it came out from both ends, didn't they?
Yeah, it was like a
Darth Maul had
like
the
a bow
double.
staff.
So
But Kylo Ren had to,
you have questions in your
dangerous.
chat if you notice.
Oh, I haven't noticed. Hold on. Let's look at Kylo Ren's lightsaber. When I saw it, it's pretty cool, but it doesn't look really. How can I do this? Let's remove this and let's share Hold
You know
on.
what would have been weird if they would have taken like James Earl Jones and actually put him in Darth Vader's suit instead? Because I mean, it's his voice. You know,
Hold on.
they use some old guy.
That's Kylo Ren.
Oh, that's a cool one. Although I would think I would hurt myself with those things pointing out the side like that.
Well, the
like
thing
a
is,
little fringe.
but what's to stop you from moving it down and chopping your arm off? It seems
Yeah.
it makes sense. It makes sense. Let's see here. Oh,
What if you're like holding it too high and you turn it on, then you're screwed.
all right, hold on. We got some questions. Thank you. Let's address the questions.
Kind of
You
looks like a
please.
cross if you think about it.
What does it say? Just for clarity, are you saying woke is a good thing or a bad thing? Or are you indifferent to it? Well, the immediate response of woke is bad, but the truth is it's not all bad, is it? It's not all bad.
Nothing's all bad.
Let's try to think of something that is all bad. There's got to be something out there. Let's see here. It is.
Bean dip. Bean dip.
Bean dip is
Something
not
I
all bad.
think is all bad.
How about Project Stardust instead of Death Star? That's good. That's good rebranding. I like that. Project Stardust. Here we go. Hello, I have some questions for you and your friends. Paula.
Hello. Hi,
Okay, Paula. I hope you're here. Do you and your friends think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Raven? Is that who is that? I guess we have to look that up. Keanu Reeves. Who is Darth Raven?
Did you like the freaking last Matrix? That was pretty good, I thought.
Hold on. We have to figure out who Raven is. We've already got pictures of Keanu Reeves as Raven. Let's read what Raven is. Or Ravan. I don't know. Is he French? Ravan was a Sith Lord and the namesake of Sith Eternal Army Ravan Legion. Since
I
the history
say
of
yes.
Sith, hold on. Since the history of Sith was kept hidden from the galaxy, only Sith cultists knew the significance of Raven's name in 3 Abbey. What? Cultists searching for. Hold on. Oof. Oh, that's too bright. Hold on. Cultists searching the catacombs beneath the Sith Citadel on the planet Exegol. Jesus Christ! Was this on a movie? I guess we should just.
It's
talk
probably
about-
just part of the lore.
It might be on a movie because I'm not up to date with all these movies. Let's think about Keanu Reeves. Has he ever played a bad guy? Is the first.
No, but in The Devil's Advocate, he was bad guy adjacent, and that's why I would like to see him in this particular bad guy role.
He wasn't adjacent. He just got caught up in the wrong crowd.
He did, but he was adjacent.
I disagree with that, but
In The Devil's Advocate with Al Pacino? Ooh-ah.
I've seen that movie like 1,000 times because someone I knew loved to watch it. I'll just leave it at that. But
Okay.
Oh, you
But
know
I
what,
haven't
dude? I forgot. I actually know somebody that was in Star Wars, actually.
hold on.
What?
Hold that thought. Hold on. We're trying. We have a fan. I think they might still be here. We want to address this. We need to build our fan base here. So, and Rillo here. Darth Raven from the Old Republic. What is the Old Republic? Is that a cartoon? Is that a movie? What is that? It's something I didn't see. The metal keeps the plasma of the cross guard from slashing your hand. Okay. Okay, so Keanu Reeves. I don't think he was a bad guy. I think he was caught up in because he was fighting the devil in the end. What happened in the end? Did he join? I forget the ending of Devil's Advocate. Actually, I've seen
The devil was his dad. And everything went back to normal. Like it went back. Charlize Theron was okay, not naked and beat up in a church. It was like an opportunity. It was like temptation. But like it was supposed to be his dad, right?
But his boss. He was a lawyer in New York.
I thought he was supposed to be his dad.
Oh, I mean, honestly, it's been a long time. How much? I don't know how much longer we're on J Rillo. As soon as the feeling leaves, I end it. So just whatever. I mean, if you can hop up, hop up. If not, not. It's fine either way. So do we think Keanu Reeves would be a good?
I think so. He's good in almost everything he's in.
Well, we have to look at the actors in Hollywood. We've got Barnabas. I think Barnabas would be better at it, honestly.
Well, I found out who the guy that I know is in Star Wars. What he played? He played Kel Palatine, which I don't know who the hell that is.
I mean, can they get on the show? Listen, Barnabas
No.
is a great actor. Here's Exhibit A.
Hey, hello everybody. How's it going? How's it going, Jessica?
Okay,
You feeling all right?
not really.
Not really. Well, don't worry about it. We're gonna get you fixed up. I'm Dr. O'Shea. I'm your anesthesiologist. We're gonna put you under. You're not gonna feel a thing. And when you wake up, everything's gonna be cool. We're gonna get the problem all sorted out, right? You're not gonna be looking like me. You're gonna be looking much better, all right? We're gonna get you back in fighting form, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
Do you have any questions?
No, that's all.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll see you. I guess I'll see you in the recovery room, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you have a good surgery, all right?
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
bye now.
Bye.
So first choice for Darth Raven is Barnabas, obviously. Second choice,
Keanu.
the thing about Keanu is it's no one ever says anything bad about Keanu. He doesn't get in trouble. He, I think, is in an age gap relationship with some French chick or
No.
something.
I think
He is.
I think he's older though.
No, she's
No,
older.
I think she's a little bit older. And I'll tell you what. I did a really nice reading on the two of them, and I will never do it again because people came for me from all over the interwebs to tell me that Keanu Reeves has been hypnotized by that woman and she's ruining his life and she's trying to take over all of his royalties. Like, there's a whole weird mythology between him and the Alexandra chick that he's dating. So as much as I love Keanu Reeves, I won't do readings on him.
I could have sworn she's 53 and he's 61.
Oh, really? All right, maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong. She's
Oh,
got
you're right. No,
brown
you're
hair?
right. I just looked it up. You're right. You're 100% right. Why did I think it was age gap? Well, the thing
He's
is,
gray. That's why.
it's funny that how people respond to. I mean, how can you say this? They're not equally yoked, I guess is the best way of saying it.
I'm not sure. You mean like professionally?
No, professional doesn't matter. Hold on. She's an American visual artist who examines language, written text through painting, drawing, sculpture, video, and other media. She uses language and exchange with writers as a source for much of that work. Grant exam. I don't know what she does, but it doesn't matter because she is Keanu Reeves' woman. So she is not ugly.
No, not at all. And talented.
But stop. But let's, you know what we're saying here. This is Keanu Reeves. First off, he's rich. Second off, he's famous. And third off, he looks pretty good. He's aged better than Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp's falling apart. Johnny Depp just looks like
Oh.
hepatitis C to me.
He's on all drugs, dude.
Yeah. And Keanu Reeves looks like
Seriously?
when you see. Listen, let me tell you something. Did I speak to you earlier? Oh, no, your banned, Just Rob. So go away and never come back. Actually, I'm
Depp
going
has
to
a
ban
year
you.
on him.
I have to ban you, Just Rob. I know who you are, and you're not welcome here anymore. Fuck off. So,
Oof.
yeah, fuck him.
On a Monday.
Did I speak to you earlier? No, I didn't fucking speak to you. I don't ever want to speak to you as long as I fucking live, asshole. Go fuck yourself. Oops, did I say that out loud? You know who you are, dickhead.
It's a family
Anyway,
show, Barnabas.
I know.
You're right.
It's not a family show anymore. 6 o'clock, that went off.
hold on. I have to ban this asshole. Hold on.
Ban him.
Sorry.
Get rid of him.
Take it over. Say something. Talk about Keanu Reeves and how.
Well,
or
did you
I'll
watch
talk.
The Last
Sure.
Matrix?
Yoda, I did watch The Last Matrix. I liked all the Matrix movies.
Okay. I like that last one. I mean, the Wachowski brothers are now the sisters. That's pretty odd.
The world's a complicated place.
Yeah. It's weird.
It is a very complicated place. So, so are you a content creator too?
Oh yeah, I'm a metal detectorist. I do my channel Fun with Dirt. I just pretty much go on
Ooh.
there. Yeah, I've been doing it for like, almost close to 15 years now, but I just go
Dude,
around New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York,
wait a minute.
Connecticut.
I'm in New Jersey. You don't sound like me.
I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey, man.
From Middlesex County. You
Oh.
don't sound like me.
I live up in North Jersey now, so I'm like up in Sussex area. So I'm kind of
Yeah. What's the coolest thing you ever found?
Oh, yeah, just Rob, you're from. I know who you are, and I know where you're from. You're from Jersey too, actually. You're from some fucking shithole called Sorry, what's it called? I'm sorry. Keep going.
Oh,
Did you get rid of him?
I'm trying. I'm out of practice.
So the best thing I found was a 1911 20 gold coin, 20 francs. It was gold coin from Switzerland. So that was pretty cool.
That's a neat find.
Yeah, it took me like 6 years to find a gold coin. So I mean, I find silver coins all the time, but I mean, like, I like finding gold and silver. That's pretty much why I do it. But I find like Civil War stuff, Revolutionary War stuff. I've gotten like the belt buckles from the Confederate side and the Union side. So,
Yeah. People still find stuff down here at Monmouth Battlefield all the time, just walking along.
So I was actually in Tom's River for the past year metal detecting, and I found so much gold down there. So that was pretty cool. Just
That's because we have little Pirate Island. We have that little treasure island down there.
Oh yeah. Well, I go to schools like soccer fields and baseball fields and stuff where you basically around the baseball diamond you find so much gold and silver because people diving and stuff and losing rings and stuff. So
really,
yeah. And I also do like battlefields and stuff, and generals' houses from the Civil War because I'm like right up near I guess like Warwick, New York, where like the 94th Infantry fought. So it's pretty cool.
We should do a collab. I do. I'm a psychic and I do remote viewing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we can see if we can locate you a little treasure.
There was actually there's some treasure hidden in New Jersey or whatever, but I don't know if it's like lies, like that island up there in like Nova Scotia, the curse that was that Oak Island. We have the Crabtree Island over here in New Jersey. So, but it's supposed to be a trunk of gold is like buried over there that sunk in the ground or whatever. So, right over here in Vernon, New Jersey, like Action Park.
You're from up there?
Well, I moved over to like the Vernon like 89. So I've been like went to high school up in like Action Park area and then moved back to the city. So
super fun.
Yeah, got to.
So
work at
did you get to go to Action Park or?
Oh, dude, I worked there, snowboard there, and like I used to, like come there. I was like, we were the locals, so like we were always there all the time. So it was.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I have an 18-year-old. I have two kids, but I have one 18-year-old, and we were telling him about Action Park, like what it was back in the day, and he's just like, I missed out on all the cool stuff. I'm like, don't worry, there's plenty of cool stuff for you. So.
Yeah, it's Mountain Creek now, I think, or maybe it called back Action Park or whatever. But that place was awesome. I'll say that. And then they had the Playboy Club right down the street from it, where Hugh Hefner had all like the Playmates and stuff like that at a hotel.
Yeah.
So it was like a party zone.
My favorite thing was the Fest House, the Oktoberfest house. He brought that whole brewery over from Germany. Mm-hmm. And then like when he went belly up, he just sold it off in bits. I was like, oh, like so much fun to do like the whole Oktoberfest thing. I think we went to one there when I was a kid. And we camped. I think it was up there. Went to a lot of Oktoberfests when I was younger.
Oh, yeah, those are I lived right in the condos, right next to Action Park. It was actually you could walk right into Action Park on this slope and stuff. So that was like the best part about living in the condos over there, because you just like go right on this chairlift.
Super fun. I will definitely sub to you after this, dude.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
So let's Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
People are just mad at this woman, Alexandra Grant, because she's just not as yoked as Keanu, and lots of women want to get with him, and they're jealous. They're jealous, but this woman hit the gold mine. She does something right that other women can't see, because lots of women want Keanu Reeves. And shout out to Keanu Reeves. Everyone talks about how nice he is, and they catch him on the subway in New York. Look at him. He's helping an old lady across the street. He's giving up his seat. Apparently, he's like the nicest guy around. So you're not even allowed to say anything bad about Keanu. Do I think I don't have a problem with Keanu. I think he's great. Do I get excited when a Keanu movie comes out? No. Do I like John Wick? No. It's like karate and guns. It's just over the top. It's cool.
Johnny Mnemonic was awesome.
I have no idea what that is.
You don't remember
but
Johnny Mnemonic with Keanu Reeves?
no, I'm not like a huge fan,
But
but
it was
I'm
the
not.
first Matrix type. It was like a Matrix thing. It was all computers.
Well, send me a link or something. I never
Ice
heard
Cube
of it,
was in it, I think, or Ice T.
but probably why I didn't see it. But who do we want for Star Wars movies? Like, what men are out there besides Barnabas?
Dolph Lundgren
be-
would be good in it.
Dolph Lundgren actually would be good. It's time for him to.
Is he still working?
He never went away, but he's
I think he's doing indie films now.
he's like C-list, Z-list kind of. And he's not Russian, by the way. I don't know
What
if
is
you
he,
know that or
Austrian?
not. No, he's not even German. He's like Norway or something.
You sure? I thought he was
Positive, because it was
Austrian.
shocking. He is from. He's Swedish.
Oh,
And don't forget, when he was in Rocky, do you know who his girlfriend was?
oh, that was the one Rocky's wife, right? The Flavor Flav lady she was with.
No, that wasn't his wife. That was Sylvester Stallone's wife.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what what's her name? Bridget
Dolph
Nielsen?
Lundgren dated Grace Jones back when she was hot.
Oh,
Did he?
She was never hot.
Grace Jones was never hot. Okay, hold on. This is a family show.
I remember her from freaking Boomerang. That sorry, no.
Let me show you this album cover. It's okay. I understand you have a preference. That's fine. But some things are undeniable. This is a family show, so let's.
She was a
see.
singer. I thought she was just a model.
No, she was an actress. She was in the Conan movie.
She
I
sang
remember the
"Pull Up to
Conan.
the Bumper." You know, that's
No, I never heard that.
you never heard it. It's like a
No,
disco.
I missed
class.
those.
Pull up. Do you want me to sing it?
Yeah, sure for it, man. Go for it.
I'll just sing the chorus. Pull up to the bumper, baby, in your long black limousine. Pull up to the bumper, baby. Drive it in between. Pull up to it. Don't drive through it. It is great. It's great.
It's a very wholesome song.
Yeah, very wholesome song
Was that
about
the 70s?
driving cars. But she, you know that famous song, La Vie en Rose. Do you know the song? It's a famous French song. It's the one that goes la da 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 la da 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 da. The original song was called La Vie en Rose. It was written in France after World War I. And it's like the Rose Life. It's translated more like to the beautiful life, because it was a good time. World War I's over. That was the war to end all wars. Of course, they didn't know what was 20 years down the road. But she sang a beautiful version of La Vie en Rose. And yeah, so I'd listen to it, but I'll probably get banned. Here we go. And just, I don't want to sound like a total goon, but how can I say this and be respectful? But when you look at Dolph Lundgren,
Mhm.
even Rocky talks about it. He talks about how he was jealous of.
Oh, you can see why. I mean, Rocky's a midget.
Yeah, Rocky's a midget, and of course, Dolph Lundgren had, a
He was
great
like
body.
the
Pause.
Aryan freaking, guy.
Yes. Yeah, he was. And then when you look at Grace Jones, do you see that? That is, come on.
She's got a nice body. I'm like, she's trim and stuff like that. But I mean, she just seemed too masculine for me. Like her voice, like, when
Well,
she was
yeah,
in that.
no.
Boomerang.
I mean, yes. But anyways, they were in love. Dolphin.
That's crazy.
It's just interesting to know that.
It's like Seal and what the hell was that? That actress.
And Heidi Klum, yeah,
Heidi
Yeah.
kind of
Klum.
is. It kind of is. Dolph and Grace Jones. Grace Jones is still out there getting it done, singing topless. Yes, she does
Wow.
that.
She was good in Boomerang. I thought that was a pretty funny movie that she was in.
You know, I never seen that movie. I didn't.
You remember her cologne that she had? Her perfume was named.
Again, never saw the movie.
And did you remember what her perfume was named?
I do not. I did not
Oh.
see it.
Oh, it's called. Well, it was Steel V Word.
It was what?
Steel Vagina.
Bro.
That was the name of her perfume.
Sounds uncomfortable.
Should
Yeah.
I see that? Should I see that movie or not?
Yeah, watch Boomerang was awesome, dude. It had Halle Berry in it and stuff when she was actually like, and Robin Givens was in it too. And the cat lady, the old cat lady, the black lady that was the Catwoman.
Oh, Eartha Kitt.
Yeah, she was in it. I don't know if Arsenio Hall was in it though. Was Arsenio Hall? No, I don't think he was in that though. But yeah,
There you
good
go.
movie. Yeah, that's the hairstyle. I don't know, man.
That was probably during Conan or something.
Oh,
He
Huh.
was a smoke show too.
Huh?
Undeniable. He was a smoke show too.
Yeah, he looked great. You know, he's still masculine. He's still got that full head of hair. He still looks good.
he should have won fucking. I mean, sorry, won Rocky for.
But
They couldn't
how
let the
would that
Russian win.
end? I mean, honestly,
He killed Apollo.
let's remember. Let's briefly talk about Rambo 3. I know it has nothing to do, or it does have something to do with Star Wars because Mujahideen Taliban. But Rambo 3 came out
I was just
When-
watching Rambo.
when Russia was in Afghanistan, and as soon as the movie came out, Russia was like, "We got to get out of here. Rambo's coming." And then he made Rocky, and it was kind of a nice movie. It was a great movie, honestly, but it was kind of a peace movie because remember the end? He's like, "If y'all can do it, and then
Oh,
we
yeah.
can do," and it's like it was really. I think Rocky 4,
change.
it ended the Cold War until like and it didn't because now all of a sudden we don't like Russians because of Ukraine or something. Whatever.
They changed actually the Russian in like the newer. I think it was like the Creed movies. To he was from the Ukraine now. Dolph
Well, Ukraine was,
yeah, but he was from
Russia.
Moscow in the freaking movie. In the original,
but is his son in the movie or is it the same
yeah,
guy?
his
I don't know.
son. It's he's training with his son, Dolph Lundgren and stuff to fight. I guess it's Carl Weathers' kid. Horrible movie. I watched it over the summer. It was horrible.
Wow.
And his son's like jacked. He's like twice the size of like Dolph, like shoulder wise and stuff. He's just like a steroid freak. And Carl Weathers' kid was like tiny. They were trying to like make it like I guess it would be like the David and Goliath story or whatever. But yeah, it was not that good. But do you think Stallone or Rocky was responsible for Apollo Creed's death because he actually could throw the towel in and he didn't?
I think the
Yeah.
brain bleed already happened. He probably died of a brain bleed and
But he could have thrown the
damage.
towel in when he was all right. When he was saying don't throw the towel in, he was kind of
Yes.
cognitive
Should
there.
have thrown the towel in.
Yeah, I would.
obviously he should have thrown a towel in.
And the funniest part about that was it wasn't even like a real fight. It was pretty much like an exhibition. So it's like, why wouldn't you throw the towel in for an exhibition fight?
Well,
You know?
he was like,
He's fighting a freaking giant.
yeah, but come
was all
on.
roided
These
up.
boxers are not the same as you and me. You don't want to lose on that stage. And the thing that I don't understand is how is Apollo and Rocky, how are they friends after he beat him? Like, doesn't he want his belt back? Like, that's the thing that kind of,
Well, I guess he proved them, I mean, he was retiring right afterwards or whatever, didn't he? And then the only time he came back was to fight, what's his face? But he
Oh,
trained
was
him
he-
for Mr. T's fight, Apollo.
no, I remember that. Clubber Lang.
I think he felt bad for him.
Felt bad for who? Rocky?
Yeah.
Because he's unsophisticated and stupid?
Yeah, he didn't know how to really fight. He just would lead with his face.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a
Frozen
shitty
again?
record.
Why am I frozen?
You're
You're
not
not frozen.
frozen.
I'm not.
Sometimes it
moving.
goes on,
Okay.
but
I love that it's sad, but I love the realism in that he lost all of his money and he was in a restaurant and his wife died of cancer.
well, that was because of
bro,
Paulie. Yeah, Paulie screwed him over.
but it's like it's such a
Happens.
that's what happens in real life, and it's just
I mean, look at Mike Tyson.
Rocky. That was the best movie. It won the whatever in 1976. FYI, the year before Star Wars, and Rocky's a great movie. It really is. And the fight scenes are the worst, but it's just so interesting. That whole life has got to be difficult. But
Which one was your favorite?
well, the first one's the best one, hands down.
You didn't like the fourth one and like the fifth one with Tommy Morrison and Dolph Lundgren?
I forgot Tommy Morrison was in that.
Yeah.
But the first one's the best because he's poor, he gets an advance on his paycheck, he blows it all on a Trans Am. I mean,
Well, he was poor in number 5 too. He lost all of his money because of Paulie.
no, but it's the first one. Usually, the first movie is the best, and it is. It is. It's great.
I thought it was just interesting to see his kid come back and stuff like that, and like like have to like go through the same crap that he went through and stuff, like and then Tommy Morrison, I guess, like kind of ruined it for him, but that was pretty interesting how he trained him. It was like Rocky's robot,
Well, his kid wasn't a fighter. His kid was a
rich kid.
yeah. So, and that was the whole. It was like a father-son movie. That was really his son, and his son died. By the way,
Morrison too.
What'd you say?
Morrison
Well,
also.
we know Morrison died, but Rocky's son died, and then he has an autistic
Yeah.
Does he?
son.
I didn't know that.
He's like nonverbal. He never comes out. Yeah. I think he's in like a home or something.
I think
So
Paulie
that's
just died too.
Stallone. First
I think
son.
Paulie just died too.
Paulie was a
died.
real fighter in real life when he was younger.
Well, that makes sense. Sage Stallone, 76 to 2012. No, he's since passed. The oldest son. Oh, wait a minute.
His daughters are the ones that are out there.
No, that was the one in Rocky. What was
You're
his
thinking
first-
about John, what's his face? That freaking bald guy.
Travolta.
from Welcome Back yeah. He's got his kid just died. That was like Down syndrome or whatever, or autistic.
Hey, here's an unexpected segue. What's going on with all the Scientology buildings? How come the handles are off the doors and they're all locked up? What's going on with that?
The kids are pulling it off the handles. That's why they're doing
Should we watch?
Scientology runs through the place with midgets too.
What?
You never
What?
seen the Scientology runs? They get they had one. It was like 50 kids. One was dressed as Jesus, and the rest was all like other characters. And they broke the door and ran through it to see as far as they could go. So they're getting like security and stuff. now.
That's what these TikTok kids are doing. 'Cause I'm just aware of this morning, and
Oh,
I'm
it's
like,
hilarious.
what is going on?
Yeah, they had midgets do it. That was even funnier when midgets ran through it. So
Hold on. I need to
Hi.
figure out I really need to know what's going on with Sylvester Stallone's son.
he's dead.
No, he has 2 sons.
Well, he's got like 3 daughters too, I think, and they're the ones that are famous.
Sergio Stallone, 79, second son of actor Sylvester Stallone and ex-wife Sasha Zach. He played the infant son in 79. He's still alive. I don't know, whatever. So we want to look. Okay, so we're going to shift into. So I know that Scientologists are the boogeyman, but I want to maintain a standard. I don't think they're any more crazy than Catholic Church. I don't think they're any more crazy than mosque. I don't think they're any more crazy than any of these Jehovah's Witness religions. And religion is important.
Have you watched any like videos on them and stuff about what they do to their like I guess followers that have to? Like,
I've
stay
seen
out there
it.
for, like,
I've seen the
10 hours a day?
documentaries. It's crazy. But when you look at Catholic Church, we've got priests that love little boys.
Oh,
And what? What?
not every church does that, Barnabas.
It's a high propensity. It really is a place to go if you like little boys. I'm just saying.
But it's not part of the theology. It's not baked into the theology.
But it's
Like,
happening. Okay. It's happening.
It's happening in any organization. Same thing, Boy Scouts of America.
I just want you to know, and you might want to do the applause, that the Star Wars expert has arrived back at home base.
The only thing I know is I know nothing.
He said the
All right,
only
just-
thing he knows is he knows nothing. He's lost.
Hold on.
Hey,
Star Wars expert, welcome to the show.
Yeah, you fucking rule. Go
Okay, Greg. Earlier we were talking about. I mean, the title of the show is Star Wars has always been woke and kind of anti-male, quite frankly. And this is evidenced by the opening scene to the original movies, in that Darth Vader is trying to rescue his daughter from a. She's like Patty Hearst. She's like Patty Hearst with Stockholm syndrome, and it's true. She got taken in by the rebels. I'm like, you're Patty Hearst. Hold on, you gotta get him on the mic. The mic is choppy. Get him on the mic.
okay.
And I think that it's propaganda against men, against order, and it's been a pro-liberalist kind of vehicle to disrupt specifically Gen X's mind on up. And when I look at what the rebels, they're rebels. They're like Taliban. They're like Mujahideens. They're like ISIS, ISIL K. What do they even stand for? And when you look at their leader, Mon Mothma or whatever, it looks like Ursula von der Leyen, some freak that's in charge of the European Union. And when I look at the Empire, we've got, and the Empire needs help with their branding. We're not going to call it the Death Star. We're going to call it the Stardust Rendezvous or something.
Well, the project.
Hold on. We've got Darth Vader decked out in Hugo Boss like clothes. They're looking good. There's no litter anywhere. When you see these planets, let me finish. When you see these planets, we have children in pod races, and they're children slaves. Okay, if any planets in this galaxy need order and policing, how are we not all on the Empire's side? Like, seriously, what does these rebels, what do? They party with Ewoks? Bro, gross.
And Billy D. Williams.
And Billy
D.
No,
Williams.
What is it? Cloud Sky? City Sky? That's a great place.
City. Yeah.
That's the only thing decent in the galaxy. And the only reason it's even decent is because he made a deal with the Empire. Duh. Everything else is an asshole. They're drinking, their milk is green. They've got these sand people that'll shoot you. They've got these little midget, whatever they're called. They'll steal your robots. Bro, we need order. The Empire is the good guy. That's kind of what I'm saying. Star Wars has always been woke, anti-male, anti-patriarchy, liberal rag. Go ahead, sir.
All right.
Comment?
Well, firstly, Darth Vader didn't know that was his daughter, so he wasn't trying to rescue his daughter out of anything. She was a part of the She was a part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
He didn't feel the metachlorians in her. The force is strong in her too. How did he not know that? Stop. He knew it. But keep going.
Still tortured. Keep going. So, yeah, when you get a regime that's all about order and discipline and stuff like that, but it worked really good for the humans that were in the mid rim and the inner core. But when you get to the outer rim, where it's less humans and more alien, it gets a little bit different. I agree with you. The Death Star is really bad marketing. You don't want to call it a Death Star. But the original name of the project was called Project Stardust. So they should have kept it on Stardust. I mean, yes, they turn planets into Stardust, but you don't have to know that.
No, someone actually said that. I thought that was let's get that back. Let's just call it from henceforth onward. We will only call the quote unquote Death Star or Order Restorer as what is it? Project Stardust. I like
Project Stardust. Yeah, Darth Vader and Hugo Boss. Yeah, well, Hugo Boss was part of the designer of the SS uniform, so I don't know if you want to go that route.
Or maybe you do. Maybe
but you're right. But you are right that if you look at what the rebellion was, it was a dissident organization made up of a decentralized command structure that was basically anti-government. So it was against the government, the current government. So yeah, they were technically a terrorist cell. But like, what can we say that word? But what
I said it before.
yeah, but what what separates a terrorist cell from a freedom fighting force? It's like it's just labeling it something different.
Yeah, it's branding. It's branding. We used to love the Mujahideen when they were fighting in Afghanistan against the Russian. We give them weapons. Then all of a sudden Russia leaves and America wants to take up the fight for whatever reason. And now all of a sudden we call them the Taliban. Can you put Yoda back on, sir? I think that'll be good. Apparently someone's rating us, which is a good thing.
Oh, you want Yoda? Okay.
Yeah, I just think that what Star Wars has done is kind of destroyed the fabric of America. It's a vehicle to get children when they're young to make them anti-father, anti-order, and it's just like what are these rebels? Seriously, Princess Leia is like Patty Hearst with Stockholm syndrome, and she lived a typical I hate to say this about my own people, but typical white girl growing up. She is a Jew. She's a Jap. She's a Jewish American princess.
No, she's Jewish. She's Jewish.
She's Jewish. Thank you. She's Jewish. Living in the life of luxury. Living in the lap of luxury. Oh, it's not good enough. I got to join these bad boys. You know what'll make my father proud? I'm going to get knocked up by a freaking drug runner, aka Han Solo. And if he doesn't treat me right, I'm going to triangulate and make out with my brother in front of him. She did that.
Yeah,
sick, disgusting, vile, and gross. We need the Empire to put some order in the galaxy. And it's a mess. But the thing that made me come to this was I'm trying to watch the new Star Wars. I'm trying to, I watch Mandalorian, and it's like, it looks cool. That Boba Fett, whoever invented that Boba Fett costume is like, bro, you're on point with that. It's got all the elements. It looks good. But when you watch it, it's just like, what is this? And then we got Fat Jedi Knights. We got DEI higher jet. It's like DEI got a hold of the Jedi Knights. It's like, bro, come on. It's bad. But then when I look into old days, bad enough that Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker, the dude was like a twink, right? He's like 90 pounds wet, and it's just a disaster. That's kind of where I'm at with this.
That was the issue. So I wouldn't say it was anti-patriarchy, because the whole point of the original trilogy was the redemption of the father. And it's all about finding his father and trying to get him to correct his ways and stuff like that, and that it wasn't too late for him.
But that's the problem. That's the problem. They're saying what's wrong with the father?
He killed kids.
Those kids, unfortunately,
they had it coming.
To make an omelet, you got to crack a few eggs. All right, we got some very special guests. Oh, we got lots of guests. You can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs. Shout out to Talcott. Appreciate that, my dude. This is the Barnosphere. Today is May 4th, so May the 4th be with you. But what I've determined is that Star Wars is an anti-male, anti-patriarchal, pro-liberal, basically Antifa type of movie, because that's what it is. If you put it in today's terms, the Rebel Alliance, it's Antifa. Or it's the Communist Revolution, depending on how far back you want to go. So, but let's get to it. Hold on, we got a lot of people coming up.
Yep.
I think I would take you more seriously if you wore that outfit you had last time. You look pretty much right on with Han Solo costume, sir. It was like Han Solo and a little bit of Luke Skywalker. Can you wear those boots, bro, and that belt? That would be great. That would be great. All right, let me let the stars up. Thank you for the raid, Talcott Legend. Here we go. Welcome to the show, everybody. Rillo and Noe, welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi, how are you? May the fork be with you. I didn't know. Hi.
Yeah, you fucking rule! Rock and roll!
Hello.
Hey, G is,
Hi.
you got a cam up. Cam only. Cam only.
Test.
JG, you got a cam up. Rillo, you're
Testing.
looking great.
Hi,
You
Jay.
sounding awesome. Let's get Noe.
Okay.
Noe, may the fourth be with you. How's it going? What do you think about Star Wars? Let me hear it. Noe.
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Star Wars is a good movie, and there's another one coming out. Yes, there is. I want to see that. That movie was good, and I like baby Yoda. It's so cute. That little thing is so cute. Thank
Yeah,
you.
well, you know,
try.
your little stars are golly gee, look what we have here. Maybe do you want some alone time with Yoda?
Sure. Hi, Yoda.
Hello, Noel. How are you
How are
today?
you? Hey, Yoda, so cute. You're so cute. How was your day? Good?
I was all right. You know, I mowed the lawn, just, you know, fed
How
the
was
cat.
that? How
That
was
was all
that?
right. Lots of ticks outside this time of year. Hey, JJ.
Welcome to the show, JG. Nice to have you. All right. Thank you so much, Noe. Well, final question for you for the moment.
Noel.
What do you think of Princess Leia, Noe? Is she is she the type of woman that women should look up to?
Stuck in the mud. I don't know much about her, but I know much about Baby Yoda.
What's your favorite part about Baby Yoda?
Everything. His voice is so cute, and his like. I wanted to hug him so bad. I want to hug him. Put me next to him, please.
Okay, sure. Yoda looks like he stinks, honestly, but let's go. Okay, Jay Rillo.
Hello,
I don't know if you
hello.
heard before, you heard earlier. I really think
heard everything.
that what I am
Heard everything.
positing is that Star Wars is a vehicle to attract children and change us to the point where we are anti-patriarchal, anti-father. Right? Because what was Darth Vader doing? He was just disciplining bad kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
And
right,
we
well,
want to blame the father for everything. And you know, once you reach a certain age, you're like, oh, I understand what dad was doing. He loved me. He wanted what was best for me. And discipline is not always pleasant. It makes sense now. But Star Wars is like, oh no, the father has to change. Go ahead, sir. Anything you want to say about Star Wars? I'm dying to know.
I mean, plenty. I wish I could have rolled the tape back, and I wish I was taking notes, but I listened to pretty much everything. It's not anti-father or anti-patriarchal, simply because throughout the entirety of the original trilogy and the original trilogy that we know of that was in the 70s and 80s, the entire time Luke was enamored with the idea of being able to meet his father, being able to see his father. Not only that, but when he learned about his father through Obi-Wan Kenobi, even his father's passing, that made him want to meet him even more. Even after he learned that Darth Vader was his father, he still wanted to help him to come back to the light. He still wanted him to seek redemption. He still wanted his father's love. And the father even decided to help save his son, Luke, sacrificing himself to defeat the Emperor. That's the monarchy, by the way. You didn't know that the Empire was a monarchy because an emperor is a monarchy. But because Darth Vader did that, he showed in storyline that, yes, the father who had done wrong can still seek redemption because of the love of his son. So it does, in fact, reinforce patriarchy. It does show love for the father. In fact, it does that primarily. The only time it doesn't do that is in the latest trilogy because they want to make it into a matriarchal situation. It reinforces the patriarchy, reinforces masculinity in the first trilogy. It even does it in the prequel trilogy, actually. It does it very well. Because in the entire time, you see that Anakin, even though he doesn't have a father because he's born of the Force, still looks for a father figure through Obi-Wan.
I forgot.
We know that in the second movie. In the second movie, when the two of them are talking and they attack the clones, he even says, Obi-Wan says, Anakin, you're going to be the death of me. He says that right around the time, actually, when they're going to go, when they're on Coruscant searching for the assassin, he says, Anakin, you're going to be the death of me. Anakin responds with, Obi-Wan, don't say that. You're the closest thing I have to a father. So once again, in the prequels, it even reinforces that Anakin was still looking for a father, so it reinforces the need for patriarchy. It shows that there is a patrilineal succession. In fact, if you look at the Skywalker lineage, okay, everything, even if you go through Legends, everything in the Legends canon, which should still be canon, and Disney's bullshit, it all is patrilineal. Everything is patrilineal, okay? It's still, even in the novels show that it's meant to be masculinity, it's meant to be the father, it's meant to be family. It holds to traditional values. Now, your idea, your concept that the Republic is meant to be this liberal ideology. I can understand what you mean by that. And you're saying, well, it's a democracy. They call it the republic. But, George Lucas had based that off of the United States. We live in a democratic republic. Yes, when you were talking about her, I knew exactly who you were talking about when you mentioned Mothma. She gave up everything, by the way. She gave up everything for the rebellion. She gave up her wealth. She gave up her career. Her way of life was gone. She had to live inside of bases. That's just the truth. That's not me caping for her. Okay, because my point still stands that she gave up everything for the rebellion, for the new republic to emerge. Okay, so it's not like she didn't sit there and didn't do shit. Okay, because if you watch the shows, if you'd watch Endor, you'd understand that while she was still in the Imperial Senate, she's still trying to funnel funds to what was an emerging rebellion in order for them to have enough funds to be able to fight against the Empire. I've rambled on for quite a bit now. I just wanted to be able to shoot my shot real fast because you said a couple of other things that I think I disagreed with, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I will let somebody else either retort against what I had to say.
Hold on.
If you want to, Barney, you can. Go ahead.
I forgot that Anakin's mom, this is a family show, by the way. I forgot that Anakin's mom was really claiming immaculate conception, bro. Like just some evil seed just swam up her, bro. I mean, if ever we needed a Maury Povich, it was back on Tatooine. Like,
they mentioned that in the first movie. They mentioned that that Anakin was born of the Force. There was no father because Anakin was meant to be the chosen one who would bring balance to the Force, which he did, by the way, because the Force wasn't balanced. There were thousands of Jedi and 2 Sith. The Force was out of balance. Now, it was, in fact, Luke's job to show that the Force was not good nor it was evil. The Force was the force that animated everything. It penetrates us. It surrounds us. It's what's made of us. The Force is everything. And he was the one who was able to determine. Of course, this is Legends, by the way. They don't do this in the canon, in the movies or the show. In Legends, in the novels, it shows that Luke had, once he created the new Jedi Order, that the Force is not good nor evil. It is what you make of it. We determine what the Force is. The Force is just what it is. It is the Force. It is life force.
It almost sounds like blasphemy, honestly. It's that Virgin Mary kind of birth. It's just such nonsense. And if no one knows who this is the leader. If you're going to join the Rebel Alliance, that's your boss. That's the leader. That's the one who says, go blow up the Death Star, which was originally called what? Stardust what? Project Stardust.
Project Stardust. She wasn't the only leader, though. There are multiple leaders. She was not the only one.
No, she's the ultimate leader. I read it. I just read it now.
I know, but she was not the only one, though. I'm saying, though, if you go throughout the canon, she was not the only one. She eventually does die. Okay, she's not the only leader.
If I
and also
have to
keep
fight...
in mind, I want to argue against the point we made real quickly because you said that the Republic was no different, or that the rebellion was no different than the Empire because they had a military government. Keep in mind, Barney, that in real life, when these United States were being created under the Revolution, we had a military government. Because the commander-in-chief, before it was made the commander-in-chief was president, the most powerful member of our government was George Washington. Even over the Continental Congress.
100% agree with this. Sorry, I had to jump in. 100% I agree with you. I wanted to make that point to Barney. Thank you.
Listen, I love America. Shout out to the forefathers. Shout out to the brave souls. Shout out to the German mercenaries who fought on our side. Lol, which is true. But you're lucky I wasn't alive back then, because if you think that I'm going to get my smoothbore rifle and stand in line and get blown away or freeze to death at Valley Forge just so I don't have to pay taxes without being represented. I pay taxes now and I'm not represented. You don't see me fighting the government. I would have never done it. I would have been just fine if we ended up like Canada or Commonwealth. Maybe that sounds crazy.
You would want to end up like Canada?
Why?
Like, what's it like? Again, let me explain it to you. Let me explain to you. What was the main reason? We don't have representation. We don't want to pay taxes. Well, what are we doing now? I pay high taxes and I have no representation, but I'm not raising a gun up. So really, are you happy with your taxes? You're not. Well, I don't see you joining the militia.
You would get arrested. You would get arrested for Facebook posts if you were in Canada. You would not be allowed to have your
Listen,
firearm and your ammunition in the same room of your house that you own.
I know Canada is worse than us. I'm not
They
denying
do
that.
sex changes on kids without telling the parents too.
Listen, I know it's worse, but a Barnabas in 1776 in Maryland is not going to fight the English. I'm just going to pay my taxes. Call me a coward. I'll pay taxes. What do you want? Some shekels, some shillings, some sterling. I don't even know what they used back then. Dollars.
You'd be a Tory. You would be a Tory. You wouldn't be. You wouldn't.
Barney, that's not cowardice though. That's just like risk management. You know, you're just weighing. Now, if you were a 16-year-old full of piss and vinegar youngster at the revolution, or during the rebellion in space, like you may jump in on that. It really is a matter of what your skin in the game is. If you're a 16-year-old revolutionary kid in 1775, and you're like, F this, I want a different life. I don't want to work under the crown. I don't want to be under the crown. I want to give all my money to the crown. You may have a different response. Likewise, you're 16 years old out in the inner rim, and they blow up Alderaan. You may have cousins on Alderaan. You may feel a little differently about it.
And just real quick, at 16 years old during the Revolutionary War, you were not a youngster. You were a grown man.
Yes, exactly. I mean, now you're a youngster, but yes, you were a young man. You were planning your life. You had, more agency over the next few years because it might not live that long.
But there was a book called Lost Stars that showed that what happened with Alderaan radical to go into rebellion.
Can you sit? Alderaan, of course, famously is the planet. Then this is the thing I have a problem with the Empire. They blew up the planet. I'm totally against that. Just for the record.
If you go over to my seat, you have to like.
I need a good lady.
So what's up with Alderaan? What were you saying?
I'm sorry. There was a book called Lost Stars. It was like a young reader's book, but it was pretty interesting because it showed how it was a canon book that tells how the destruction of Alderaan radicalized a lot of the Imperials that were on the Death Star, and a lot of them fled and went to the rebellion. So if you think about that, like that is something that could, right? I mean, they, allegedly Alderaan was a peaceful planet. They didn't have any weapons. They had no defenses, and they blew it up. So it's kind of like, that is something that would make you think twice. Like all those people couldn't have been guilty.
It reminds me of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, actually.
I mean, yeah. If you think so, like Lucas was a big fan of Kurosawa, filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, the first movie, Star Wars, was based off of the Hidden Fortresses. Like pretty much shot for shot, the same movie. But yeah, a lot of those themes kind of went in with the with Star Wars. There's a lot of anti, big global superpowers. So it was a little bit woke in that sense, but it was. I wouldn't say it was completely woke. It wasn't all DEI and all that kind of stuff. Later on, it became that, but not currently.
Fair enough. Oh, did we lost that other guy? If you want to come back, other guy, JG.
It was JG.
Here?
That's who it was.
Are you here? Oh, he's gone.
I will say though,
back up, JG. If you want to talk, I'll put you right on. Go ahead.
You were asking about Darth Revan. Darth Revan was from the second Jedi. I think it was the second Jedi Civil War. He started off as a Jedi. Actually, he was converted over to a Sith. He's known because his helmet, he's hooded. His helmet looks very similar to a Mandalorian's helmet. He's also known for dual wielding lightsabers. He wields a red and purple lightsaber. I believe he fought alongside Darth Malgus. This was in the second Jedi Civil War, and this was in this first Sith War, I believe. This is from the games, by the way. That's where the old Republic comes from. The games.
Why does he have two different colors? The most interesting thing is he has two.
A red and a purple. Yes.
And do the lightsaber colors? Is one like have different hit points? One's faster, one's strong. What?
No. No,
What's going on there?
the color of the kyber crystal determines
Can I please
the color of the.
to Ann Miller?
Give me 1 second, Noel, and I promise
I
I'll give
have
you
to learn
I
about these
promise I'll
lightsabers.
give
It's
you the.
very important. It's very
Yeah,
important.
I promise I'll give you the mic. So the color of the lightsaber is dependent upon your connection to the Force. It's the reason why you normally see like Padawan will end up getting a blue lightsaber because their connection to the Force is usually very weak. Usually a Guardian or a Sentinel will get a green lightsaber. Purple lightsabers, like you see with Mace Windu, is because he utilizes a form of the Force that taps into the dark side, but he's able to control it and not feed into the dark side. So he's in between the light and the dark, which is why his is purple. And then you have the red lightsaber. The reason why it's red is because the kyber crystal has been corrupted. Kyber crystals are not naturally red. Kyber crystals turn red because the Sith ends up corrupting the kyber crystal, utilizing the dark side of the Force to turn it red, therefore turning the light red. Now, normally we see a red lightsaber with a white core, but when a Sith is able to extremely corrupt the saber, it turns from a red lightsaber to a black core. And when that happens, they have a lightsaber so powerful, they're able to break the blade. They call it break the blade, so to speak, but you're disrupting the plasma flow of another lightsaber.
Well, why would you dual wield with separate colors? That's really throwing
I think
me
it's
off there.
symbolic. I think it's symbolic because it shows that while he was part of the dark, the purple means that he still fights for the light in some way. I think it's because he does vacillate between the dark and the light. He essentially, at some point in the storyline, he ends up breaking away from the Sith Empire. I think this is during the Second Sith War in the Old Republic, about 800 years before. Yet this is 800 years before the events that we know of in Star Wars. He is a Jedi, turns to the dark side. They capture him. They wipe his memory. He goes back to the light. He ends up remembering again that he was a Sith, goes with the Sith, and then he ends up realizing, I don't really appreciate the Sith, but I'm not fully a Jedi. So he ends up kind of in this in-between space where he fights for the Jedi sometimes, but does it in very Sith ways. So I think it's meant to be mostly symbolic.
Listen, Jedi Knights are terrorists, and I'm going to explain to you why. I didn't realize this until I saw the second set of movies.
In what time period?
Obi-Wan.
What time period?
Obi-Wan and
okay, so you mean during the Empire era? Okay, so you mean during the Empire era?
In the prequel
during
trilogy.
the movies, the second trilogy. And I specifically remember Ewan McGregor and what's his face, young, Darth Vader. They said something. They said, "Oh, Jedis are great negotiators." And I thought about that. I was like, okay, so this dude's got a sword that chops people's heads off. I mean, bro, he's a terrorist. He's a great negotiator because he's smart? No, because he's got a weapon of mass destruction on his belt, and that's crazy. And we have these quote-unquote Jedi Knights who go around negotiating things. It's like the Black Hand. It's like the the Mano Negra or whatever they call it. What do they call it in Italy? Wasn't that something? The Black Hand. They just go around. It's like the mafia or something. Hey, don't you want to negotiate with us? Don't you want to join the Rebel Alliance? It's crazy. It's crazy. I think we got it all upside down. Anyways, go ahead, Noe. You want to talk to Anna Miller or not? That's fine.
Like the Anna Miller is still drying her hair, but
did you want to talk, Noe?
Yes.
No,
thank you. No, thank you.
Okay, fair enough.
I will say this. I do hope that at some point, if they ever decide to do another big lead up with shows and movies, kind of like in a Marvel style, because now the same.
I was saying to him, he looks cute as a friend. I want to be his friend. And does he have a social medias?
Me? No way. Hold on. No way. I know you've watched a lot of Star Wars and it's giving you some bad ideas, but I need to explain something to you. Men and women can't be friends. Okay, you can. Men and women can work together. They can be associates if they're working together towards something. But that's a married man. And also, if you're going to openly flirt and choose someone, I prefer it be me, right? Like I'm getting a little jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But let me ask him, Mr. Anna Miller.
Yes. Hello.
You've got fans. You mogged me. You're mogging me.
Yes.
I didn't know. I couldn't hear it because she did something. I think she took her earphone off, or whatever, and like something else
You
was
didn't hear what
talking
she
over
said?
it, but I didn't understand it. I didn't hear what she said.
Go ahead again, Noe. I did say it. You want to say it? You want me to? Anna, do you know what just happened?
I was saying.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, he's cute and is, can we be friends? Do you have a social media?
He is cute. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Anna Miller, why is your husband mogging me? Why is he mogging me on my own show?
Yes.
Well, we know who the AMOG is right now, of course, and it is Mr. Anna Miller, aka Gregopedia. Bro, how dare you mog me?
Sorry. Look, don't hate me for being beautiful.
I don't know.
I
Bonnie,
do.
that 10th anniversary is coming up, so who knows?
Oh, yeah, good point. Well, yeah, who knows? Let's just family show. God. Alpha male of the group. Okay, well, it's time to go back to. I got to go back to the gym. That's the only thing that solves everything. Got to go back to the gym.
Barney, if any concept, I've always seen myself more as a sigma than an alpha. So
Yeah, but you're the alpha, bro. You came
I'm
up with
sigma.
that BDE.
I'm outside of
You
that.
came up with the BDE, and the girls are choosing openly and flagrantly, bro. I got mogged so hard, but hey, the truth hurts. Good for you. Shout out to Gregopedia. The force is strong within you, sir. There you go.
Yeah, you fucking rule. Rock and roll. Yeah.
There it is. There it is. No, I don't think he has social media, but his wife has a social media. And
Tell him you do have a channel, Golden Alex.
Yeah, but I'm never on it.
oh,
Yeah, we're never on it.
if anyone wants to check out a real alpha male, the best way to find him that I know of is on his wife's channel, which also happens to be the only tarot card reader that I ever. There it is.
That's true.
Trust. Fortune Cookie Tarot.
Thank you.
Annabelle.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you.
Noe, follow that channel. You see the link? Follow that channel, Noe. You can talk to the old
Wait, what?
Jedi Knight over here. You can talk to the Jedi Knight over here. All right, so back to Star Wars. What is the future of Star Wars? Is there a new movie coming out? Every time I see a new movie coming out, I just feel like, what's the point? I'm not excited. You know, there is a movie theater close to me. Tuesday, it's $7. So the barrier for entry is low. It's great. I know it's in Baltimore, but it's not like some horrible area. It's great parking. It's very easy, very accessible.
Inner Harbor is beautiful this time of year.
No, but I'm just not like excited about it. Go ahead. Anyone? The Mandalorian. Mandalorian's a dud.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So the Mandalorian's coming out, but that really doesn't affect the trilogies. The last trilogy, the sequel trilogy, did not go off very well. It was disjointed. They didn't have a plan, and it seemed like they wanted it to fail for some reason. I don't know why. But the woman that was in charge of it is no longer in charge of Lucasfilm anymore. There's another guy that's in charge of it who's really into the property. So hopefully it will be better, but there's no guarantee.
The last one made was what? Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a misnomer anyways, Rise of Skywalker, because spoilers for those of you who haven't watched the movie yet. Although I don't know how you haven't, because it's like shit's been
I
out
don't
for
think
like
I saw it.
6-7 years now. But the Rise of Skywalker, I think, came out in 2018. And in the last scene, the reason why it's called the Rise of Skywalker is because of the very end scene. Rey Palpatine actually turns around and says, "I'm Skywalker, Rey Skywalker," and then the movie ends. She disowns her own bloodline, which I honestly, it was stupid for the fact that they had her be Palpatine's granddaughter. I thought that was dumb.
I mean,
It wasn't really necessary. I mean, it was a cool angle, but it wasn't necessary.
there are a lot of stupid things.
Wait.
in that movie, but
Hold on. The last one I saw was when Skywalker came out and drank the green milk, and he said like 3 things, and the movie ended. That's not
Yeah.
that, right?
No, that wasn't that. That was the second movie.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Third trilogy.
No. The second movie of the trilogy is The Last Skywalker. The
It was
third,
the Last Jedi.
The Last
right?
Jedi, yes,
Yeah.
and the third one is The Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of
The
Skywalker.
third one, yeah. But so here's the thing: if you watch the latest trilogy,
So hold on,
Through the
Rey
lens.
disowns her father.
Rey is a Palpatine.
Oh, Emperor
She never knew her
Palpatine?
parents. Rey is a Palpatine. She's Palpatine's granddaughter.
See, this is the problem.
Okay.
It's encouraging children. It is. It's the typical. Oh,
Patricide.
you're an empress's granddaughter.
Emperors.
Emperor's granddaughter. Your father, your family lineage. You're bad. You're bad. So you need to go join Antifa, because
To be fair, her
everything.
grandfather killed her parents.
Well, America has the death penalty. So, what there's something to be said for that. What did they do? I guess is my question.
So here's how you can salvage. I mean, and I say salvage I use that term very, very, very loosely. You could salvage the latest trilogy if you look at that movie through the lens of Kylo Ren being the main character, because Kylo Ren actually goes through the same progression that Luke does. He actually does. He goes through the hero's journey throughout the entire time, and loses when he should have actually have won both duels against Rey, and goes through death and rebirth at the very end of the trilogy. He actually fulfills the hero's journey.
That's
Kylo
why I never watched
should
it,
be the
because-
main, but
You see,
Kylo, even though he's a
Kylo
bad
Ren
guy,
fighting
should be the main character.
Rey, the girl.
Yes.
I mean, come on, bro.
I understand, but Kylo Ren should have been the main character of this trilogy, and it would have, in fact, even if that wasn't the case, in the second movie, was it the second? Guys, anyone remind me which one was it when they had to find the Sith holocron? Was it the second or third movie? I want to say
That
it
was
was
the
the
third
second
one.
movie.
That was
It was
the third one.
movie. Okay, in the third movie, they had to find the Sith holocron and the ruins of the Death Star. When she goes over there, she ends up having a vision, and she has a vision of one of the coolest fucking scenes in the movie, actually. When she ends up seeing herself as a Sith with a flip saber, I was like, oh my god, I hope this is real shit. And sees herself sitting on the throne as a Sith. Now, if they had went with that angle, where she goes to Palpatine, kills Palpatine, ends up becoming possessed by him, and sits upon the throne, and takes her rightful place as the heir of the Palpatine throne, she would have become the Sith. Therefore, Kylo would have become the Jedi. They would have actually flipped, because they're a dyad in the Force. They would have flipped and changed sides, and they would have saved the franchise with Kylo killing Rey, stopping the Sith, and fulfilling the title of The Last Skywalker, The Rise of Skywalker, because he does have Skywalker blood in his DNA. And he would have saved
That's pretty good.
the franchise doing that way.
Can I
That's a pretty
interrupt
good
there with the idea?
Go ahead.
Well, I think as we were talking about like actors being for like, these movies and stuff, I think Luke Skywalker from the Two Live Crew should be in that. That's
What?
Luke
What?
Skywalker from the Two Live Crew as a Skywalker. That's just all I got.
I think that's a joke.
I don't.
Yeah.
If there's a,
I'm
if
not
there's a joke,
familiar with hip hop
it went.
culture, but
I
thanks
guess
for
we know
the
that.
effort. What is the Skywalker bloodline? Isn't Skywalker a adopted name, or was that his uncle? You're muted. Or
Sky-
something.
I was muted. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, we're all
no, Skywalker. Skywalker is the last name of their family. Keep in mind, Shmi's last name was Skywalker. Shmi's last name was Skywalker.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't even know who Shmi is, do you? You don't even know who Shmi is. Okay. Shmi is Anakin's mother, by the way. That's Anakin's mother's name. It's Shmi.
Okay.
All right. It's okay. I got you. Don't worry. You need
No,
me.
but the first time we're introduced to Skywalker, it is Luke.
Is correct in
Tatooine.
episode 4. Correct in episode 4.
And that's his. Who was raising him? Was that his uncle?
It was his uncle, his aunt and uncle. Yes, it was Ben and what the hell's her name? Ben and
Owen and Beru Lars.
Oh, Owen and thank you, Owen and Beru. Thank you.
They were
thinking about Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, they were Shmi Skywalker's stepchildren or stepson. So they were technically his uncle, but not really.
For practicality's sake, they were. Practicality's sake.
So
but did Luke have kids? Luke didn't have kids.
In the Legends, he does, but that's not canon.
Yeah. So Shmi is. No, I'm not saying she's not an important character, but she's not really the main part of the Sky. The reason why Skywalker becomes such a good name is because of Anakin Skywalker, because he was the convergence of the Force. He was the chosen one, so to speak, and so his line has this crazy, ability to use the Force. So that's why the line of Skywalker becomes important. It's kind of like they're basically like the scions of Christ in Star Wars. Luke and Leia are the scions of Christ.
Essentially.
Yeah. Basically.
So, and depending on how deep you want to get into it,
it's a little bit too deep. That's what she said. That's what I said.
Okay, well, listen. So if you were to go let's say we go full autism, okay, and we look at the actual Legends on how
we haven't reached that level yet.
Oh no, bro, we're about to go beyond what we've been talking
There's
about.
so much more autism.
If you think, listen, I'm about to take it. Like the autism meter here is I'm about to go to 12 now. Okay, in the Legends, okay, in the actual novels for how humans were able to go to the galaxy that we know of. Okay, because earlier in the stream you said, is there only one galaxy? And yes, there is only one galaxy, and there are dwarf galaxies around the main galaxy, but they're both to get into that later. The main galaxy that you know of in Star Wars, the one that's far, far away. Okay, humans had to get there somehow. In the Legends, which used to be canon, humans actually were able to get to that galaxy because they came originally from Earth. They did. What ended up happening was that Earth was overrun by a malevolent AI that humans were not able to combat against. They lost the war against AI. So humans created an armada for them to be able to leave Earth and go somewhere else to try and find a new home. They end up coming across a time-space, basically a wormhole that transverses time and space. And they get shot out of this wormhole across the universe, into another galaxy that they're unaware of. And then an insectoid-like species ends up enslaving humanity once it gets to that galaxy because they have no way to defend against it. They get enslaved and they realize, wow, this species populates really fast.
Humans in Star Wars are actually from Earth. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Well, in Legends, not in canon. Not in canon. Not anymore. This is Legends. Legends is from the novels.
This is too much.
Legends,
this is too much.
Legends.
Too much.
Okay, listen. Legends. It used to be called the EU, the Expanded Universe. Disney calls it Legends now. Legends is everything from the novels. The novels has a ton of lore that is picked at and sometimes used and sometimes not. But keep in mind, I'm talking about the novels. All right. From the novels, humans end up going to the galaxy that we know of in Star Wars, and a sectoid species, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, ends up enslaving them. This species realizes, wow, this species breeds really quickly. It only takes them 9 months to have their offspring. They move really fast. And then they end up proliferating them across the galaxy. However, even though their slave species breeds really quickly, they get outnumbered very fast. And because they get outnumbered so fast, humans are able to rise up and they're able to get their freedom. And then from that point on, that's how humanity is so widespread across the galaxy of Star Wars. Because humans are the fastest breeding species of any species in the Star Wars universe.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, that's good to know there. So the future of Star Wars. Have we learned from our mistakes? Are we still going to see these fat characters? Are we going to inject some masculinity into it? I mean, what's going on? Is that what?
Yeah.
Hold on. It sounds like we're all displeased with Star Wars.
50-50.
Right?
Yeah.
What
Not
can
all of
make
it.
it better? What do we need to make it better?
So the guy that's in charge now, Kathleen Kennedy, who is the executive producer of Lucasfilm, is gone. The guy Dave
Thank
Filoni, Dave Filoni, the guy who made the Mandalorian.
They made a South Park about her. Which
Yeah.
pretty much summed it up.
But so the guy Dave Filoni has done several animated series with them, but also he's the guy that was in charge of the Mandalorian, and then also the Ahsoka series and all that stuff. So all the live action series he was very much part of. They were all fairly good. So he has a good grip on what Lucas's vision was, because he worked very closely with Lucas when he was doing those animated series with him. So he has a pretty good idea, and he's got his own things he likes to push, but at the same time, it's not quite so woke. It's just more about sticking to the storyline.
But do you think that I think the original Star Wars were woke. I think
Well,
it's
I mean,
always been woke, but it's gotten more woke over time.
It comes out of the 70s, which is all about, anti-war since Vietnam. And Lucas was a very anti-war person. But when you talk about the Jedi being terrorists, like the thing was with his outlook on the Jedi was that they were basically monks. They were like warrior monks that basically ensconce Buddhist values.
They took vows of celibacy, did they not?
Vows of non-attachment. It's not the same.
No, they didn't. Exactly, because there's literally a member of the council whose species is endangered, and he has 10 wives, and he's allowed to be spewing his seed everywhere because his species is endangered. I forget which one was it. You know who I'm talking about?
Ki-Adi-Mundi, the big conehead.
Which one was it? What was his name? I know nobody looks like. What was his name?
Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Thank you, Ti-Adi-Mundi. Thank you. He's got 10 wives.
Yeah.
He needs. But granted, he's a Jedi, so him spewing his seed actually.
Okay, hold on. So wait a minute. If your race is facing extinction, we're going to change the rules. But if you have sufficient non-endangered numbers, then Jedi's they go to
no.
Well,
the red light district.
No. There were a lot of. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, Jedi are not allowed to form attachment. Okay, that is separate from Jedi being able to procreate. That's a different story.
No, that's what I'm asking. So they just one night stands only? What's the rule? How does that work? Serious question.
Okay, so it doesn't really. So I can't even really reference this in Legends, because when Luke has his children, has his family, the Jedi Order no longer exists. And yes, Luke does it in a sense. He does form an attachment. However, Luke has reinterpreted the way that the Force is viewed, because his understanding. There are no other Master Jedi anymore. It's just him at that point. It's just him. This is when the New Republic is established, when he's creating the new Jedi Order, and their only enemy at that point is the First Imperium, which is the new version of the Empire, as they call themselves, the First Imperium. And interestingly enough, guess who was the head of that? Does anyone care to guess who's the head of that? Because Disney sure made sure to pull him from the Legends and put him into canon. Does anyone care to guess?
Woody Allen.
No. Come on, you know who he is.
Mel Brooks.
Got red eyes.
I didn't do the EU back in the day, so I don't know. Is it Thrawn?
No, but exactly, it was Thrawn. They pulled Thrawn. Thrawn was the lead. Thrawn is purely EU.
That was my second guess.
Thrawn is purely EU. Disney chose to be assholes and pluck him from the EU. Yes, I'm glad they did, but he's purely EU. He's 100% Legends. There's nothing about him that comes from any of the movies or the show.
Okay, hold on. You're just way too far. So let's just pretend we're back in the good. When is the good old days of the Jedi? When is that? When was that?
The golden age of the Jedi?
Yeah. When was the golden age of Jedis?
The Clone Wars was the golden age of the Jedi.
So let's go back to the Clone War. Oh, this is before Order 66, right? Order 66.
That was the height of their power.
Got it.
Yes.
So let's go pre-Order 66. Jedis can't form attachments, but they can have fun.
So if you look at,
I mean,
what
do you know the
happened-
rules? Are they only allowed
Yeah.
to have fun with other Jedis, or what's the
No,
rule? Like,
there. So the whole thing, it's like a whole lifestyle. You have to remember that they're supposed to be like raised from children. So the whole concept of attachment is taught to them to not have attachment. So they're not supposed to be attacked. So like, if you train somebody and your Padawan dies, you're not really supposed to mourn them because you're not supposed to be that attached to them. When you look at it, because Anakin was so old, he was like 5 years older than the normal Padawan. He already had his attachment. He had attachment to his mother. He had attachment. He had things he didn't like. He didn't like Watto. He didn't like being a slave. He had too many things he already had opinions about.
Hated sand.
Yeah, hated sand. And so when he gets to be into the order, he sees himself as, one of the greatest swordsmen. And he starts getting too much ego.
lol. Is that
Too
a
much-
pun?
Yeah.
Is
too
that a
much-
pun?
No, not that. But he sees him. He gets too attached to certain things. He's attached to his ego. When he becomes made Jedi Knight, serves on a council, but he's not made a master. He's attached to the title, not the service. And when he goes and has a secret marriage with Padme, he's attached to her. Now, part of that is that they held him down. You would expect him to go and do all the things that he's done for the Jedi Order. They won't let him have anything, and that's another attachment that he has. So it's always this constant. It's basically the idea of karma. The more you want, the more you suffer, and that's what happens with it. So the whole Jedi Order is supposed to be ascetic. That you don't own anything, you don't have anything. Everything's provided for you by the Order. So the concept of being in a relationship and being in love is too much of an attachment. So they just don't do it. But they do have the idea of unconditional love. You love everyone equally. And so, it's like you're not supposed to like covet anything. And that's really what the whole idea is.
I mean, are you guys scared to answer this? Is there a Jedi Knight with a lightsaber behind your back? Like, this is a serious question. Are there
Can they
comfort? Let me
can they have
explain
sex?
it in
Yeah,
another
go
way.
ahead.
Are there comfort women and men for Jedis? Is there a red light district only for Jedis, or do we just not know? Which is a possibility. Like, I get
Robots.
it. You can't have a wife. You can't have a girlfriend. You got to be a player. But they are human, and humans
Sexually.
have wants, needs, desires, and it sounds like it's okay. So
Yeah.
I ask you again, how does that go down? Do they pay someone in the red light district? How does that work?
That's really difficult to
Well,
answer.
yeah, they
simply
never really
because-
got to that in the series.
Yeah,
But
and
Okay, so
just
the
the
answer is we don't
concept-
know. We don't know.
We
well,
don't
hold
know.
on, because just the concept of a Jedi engaging in lust means that they're engaging in desire, which means that they're
Right.
engaging in impulse, which means they're engaging in their attachment to their desire for the flesh.
But you told me
Right.
they could have it. So what is it? Or do we
Okay.
not know?
However, okay. What I told you that example is because it was a need because their species is going to die. Okay, which means, and that was
I'm
also
not
a
even-
Jedi
we can
master.
just leave
That
him
was
out.
also-
We can leave him out. We can leave him out.
Okay.
It's okay to not know the answer.
And which
Maybe
I said, like
R2D2
that's a really
has
gray area.
So
Okay,
you-
so we just don't know. That's fine. So maybe I should write a
question for
sexy romance novel about Jedis. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like something that needs to be, perhaps. I'm looking it up now.
I mean, it's not unheard of for Jedi to go and have a side piece. I mean, was it Obi-Wan had a thing for Satine?
Yes, he did.
What's her name? The
I know what you're talking
Mandalorian. Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
and
about.
then you had the other guy, Quinlan Voss, had a thing with what's her name? The bald chick, Ventress. So yeah, there are.
Ventress, that's right.
Yeah, there are like relationships, but the thing is that they have to go into it knowing that they can't stay attached. Like they can bang all night.
I understand. I understand. It's like, we don't love them hoes. I'm a player.
Yeah, pretty
I'm hit it and quit it. It's just a fling. Lol.
Yeah.
Something like that. Sure. I understand that, but it sounds like we really don't know the rules. According to AI, Jedi Knights are permitted to have sex, according to George Lucas.
Yeah, they're not
Jedi,
coded.
are not celibate,
No.
but attachment and possession are forbidden. Casual sexual encounters are acceptable, provided they do not lead to long-term emotional attachment. This is funny, actually.
Yeah,
Possessive relationships
Yeah.
or marriage,
They
as
can
these
hit
are
it and quit
forbidden
it. Yeah.
by Jedi code. So
Because the Jedi still understand that every species they're dealing with still has to reproduce. It's still going to have a biological imperative
but
that
you
still
don't
has to
but
be fulfilled.
there's plenty of humans and they don't
You know, I have an idea, Barnabas.
what let's hear it.
Like, what if like R2D2 is like some sort of like sperm bank, like glory hole, and they just basically put like their thing there and just like sent it around the galaxy.
Got a lot of
That shit's
attachment.
crazy, bro. That's
Or like
the
Jedi
craziest
sperm
shit
probably is really
spoken.
expensive, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Look at
and honestly, why would they
Lightsaber
bother
fits
doing
right
that?
inside of him like a wiener?
Why would they
Isn't
bother
it?
doing that when they could just go to Camino?
I
The
don't know
same
what that
exact
is.
shit. Camino
Well, they-
is the cloning capital of the galaxy.
Yeah, but
Or
they
got
can't,
blown up.
they have issues with cloning midichlorians.
Oh, can you clone a Jedi
They
Knight? Did they ever do that?
You can. Yes, they have actually. Well,
In Legends they did. In a
Well,
new
Legends-
yeah.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah.
new canon they were having difficulty with it, and that's why when it gets
Yeah.
to the third one, they finally have a clone of Palpatine.
The new canon's retarded because the way
Yeah,
that
it
they
is.
do midichlorians is based off
Yeah.
of based off of how much of your body is your midichlorians are attached to your physical body, which means look, a good example is this is that midichlorians, because they permeate your body, right? They're inside your bloodstream. Because Anakin lost 2 of his legs and 2 of his arms, he has less midichlorians than Palpatine. Therefore, he's only 70% of the strength he could ever possibly be. Therefore, he's less powerful than Palpatine, which is retarded because he's the chosen one. So the amount of midichlorians he has shouldn't matter. In fact, because the Force is immaterial, it shouldn't matter how many midichlorians are in your body to be how powerful you are. It should be the connection that you're able to foster with the Force. So the way that they've changed it is actually absolutely stupid. The
But that
old
was
way
part-
they used to do it mattered.
That
actually
was
made more
part of Palpatine's plan, though, was that he wanted Vader for himself, but he knew that Vader was too powerful, so he had to find a way to stunt him a bit. So,
But I'm saying the concept of saying that your midichlorians, how powerful you are to the Force, is dependent upon your body being intact makes no sense.
no, it's supposed to be like the number, but so the way it was originally done, and then Lucas changed his mind on it, is that it was originally supposed to be anybody could be a Jedi. You just had to train hard for it. You had to focus, and that's basically how like Obi-Wan was teaching him. But then when they got to the next trilogy, they started getting into they tried to scientifically, quantify the Force, and that's when it lost all of its magic. It was supposed to be space magic. And then
I'm
once
okay with that. Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
Go ahead.
hold on, nerds. Are you guys ready for a competition?
As soon as you unfreeze, yeah.
I don't know why I keep freezing, but it really sparked my interest when you said that Anakin's midichlorian count went down when he was a quad amputee.
Quadriplegic.
Well,
quadriplegic would be a
quad
better term.
amputee. Yeah, he'd be quad amputee.
Well, he's not a plegic; he's an amputee.
I know he's not, but I mean, if not for the fact that it's the Star Wars universe, he'd be a quadriplegic. By the way, that's also a loophole. Can you explain to me how it is that Camino literally is a planet where we can clone full ass humans, but we can't for some reason clone body parts, but we can clone humans?
Well, we can clone goats, but we can't clone body parts.
Well,
We also don't exist in a reality that is thousands of years more advanced than we are. Do you understand that? Like we can download in the Star Wars universe, they can download consciousness into droids.
Well, I think the
Of an
problem
actual
is excuse me. I think the need is not there because, as we all know,
The need is most definitely there. What are you
it's
talking
not.
about?
Luke Skywalker got his hand cut off, and he got a new robot hand sewn right on the same episode, bro. When you have these great robot hands and you can actually feel, and it's stronger, you're like the $6 million man. But anyways, nerds, let's see who is the biggest nerd. This is according to AI Overview. Anyone want to go for a top 5 highest midichlorian level count? And this is interesting. It says per cell, not overall. So that's kind of odd. So if you have more cells, do you actually have more midichlorians, or what? How does that work? Is this like pound for pound? So number one.
Okay.
You guys scared?
No.
I don't even know what it is.
Okay,
I didn't
okay,
read
all right. So I'm just gonna jump on a limb. I'm gonna assume that they factored in legends. I'm also gonna make the assumption that they are going to use non-force entities, which means that these are corporeal material beings. Okay.
There's only one I've never heard of.
Okay. So as long as you don't see Aboleth on that list, then it shouldn't matter.
Oh no,
So-
actually no. I know all of them. No, I know all of these.
Okay, then Aboleth's not on that list.
Well,
Okay.
except for one. Oh, there's one in Legends. Sorry, it says it.
Okay, I'm gonna say off the jump that it should be Luke, who has the highest midichlorian count.
Greg.
I'm gonna say Yoda.
I guess Obi-Wan.
As soon as he unfreezes, he'll tell us.
I mean, can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
now.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm freezing. I wish it didn't freeze. So how should we do this? No, you guys are both wrong.
Okay.
All right, go for number 2. I never heard of this guy. I'll just tell you number 2 because I never heard of him. His name is Darth Viciate.
Oh, Darth Vician. Oh shit. Okay, Darth Viciate.
Viciate. Sounds Italian. He's
No.
got
It's Darth-
25,000
It's Darth Viciate. Darth Viciate. Yeah.
Viciate, sure. He's got 25,000 midichlorians per cell. Okay. Number 3, any guess?
It's got to be one of the Skywalkers. for that. It's got to be.
The Ben
Billy
dude.
D. Williams.
Billy D. Williams.
I'll read it. I'll just read it off. I don't know how to do this unless we had like a.
Why don't you
So
just
number
share your
one-
screen?
Okay.
It's freezing.
Well, yeah.
Well,
it's freezing.
that's actually a fair point. No,
Yeah,
but not
just that.
his screen though. He can still present, and his
I mean,
his own
honestly,
individual
I
screen.
kind of don't want you to. I want to like.
We get it. We get it. You didn't clear out your browser history. We get it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing. We get it. We get it.
That's actually not it. Shocking.
He was looking up Jedi prawn.
Jedi prawn. I mean, honestly, I really do. I am. Is it wrong of me to be interspecially attracted to the green thing with the things coming off her head? You know.
Oh, the
What-
Twi'leks. Oh,
Twi'lek,
oh no, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
They
in
dance.
Star
They
Wars-
dance for Java. Like,
dude,
can-
not at all. In the Star Wars universe, bro, those are the thoughts of the Star Wars universe, bro.
Yeah.
That's actually a thing in Star
They're
Wars.
so
Twi'leks?
pretty.
Yes.
They're so
Twi'leks,
pretty.
They're the Filipinos of the Star Wars universe. Yes.
Yeah,
Well-
that's actually not a weird thing at all. And that's baked into the canon. Twi'leks are like, the stop and goes of the Star Wars universe.
You can like hold those appendages or whatever. Their hair is always done because it's just 2
There you
pieces.
go, bro.
Anyways, all right. Number 1, Anakin Skywalker, 27,000. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's the
that's
chosen
Darth
one.
Vader.
Per cell.
Number 2 is we talked about. Number 3, Luke, 20,000.
Okay.
Implied, though lower than Anakin. 20,000 is implied, but he's lower than his father. Leia, interesting. They gave her her last name, Solo. I guess they got married, so she's 20,000.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
but she's lower,
Really
but same
that?
number, but lower. Yoda, 17,700.
Hmm.
Darth Sidious, Palpatine, high, but generally considered lower than Anakin Yoda. Am I still frozen?
Yep.
Yeah, you've been frozen actually
Oh,
now for like
yeah.
the past several minutes, actually.
Your frame is changing every minute.
What the fuck is going on here? This is really. Oh,
Now you're moving.
hold on. It's
Now
probably
you're moving. Okay, there you go.
Probably that. Oops.
Yeah, you're going back.
Okay.
Do you actually
Sorry.
have a? Do you actually have the Ethernet plugged into your computer, or is this based off Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Wait, what's Wi-Fi?
It's an old. No, it's not Wi-Fi at all.
You have the Ethernet. Okay. All right. You might want to check
Yeah.
your connection on your Ethernet just to
Promise.
be on the safe
Always
side.
have. It's an old computer. No, it was Wondershare Fedora and an old computer. It's too much for it. That Wondershare slows everything down. Anyways. Okay, so then we got Leia and then Yoda 17,700. Darth Sidious, who was Palpatine is Darth Sidious. Okay.
Yes.
Correct.
But he's lower than Anakin, which is also Darth Vader and Yoda. And then coming in last out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who do you think is 7th?
It's probably
guessing.
Obi-Wan.
Mace Windu.
Mace Windu. Got it.
There you go.
You don't have to lean away.
Purple lightsaber.
Hey man, he was powerful.
Purple lightsaber.
Who's that
Get rid
dude?
of this window.
He was that dude.
What?
I said he was that dude, Mace Windu.
Rhymes or something. Yeah, straight up. Okay, so
Just don't make friends.
who?
Oh,
gonna
I'm
read some
sorry.
comments. Hold on. Barney seems mad. He could never be a Jedi. He's too emotionally attached. I know. I know it's true. I'm not good with love him and leave him is not for me. It's just not. What can I say? What's going on? Nothing but the rent. And may the 4th be with you. Barney, do you wonder why you don't do better numbers? Probably because my content sucks, I guess. My metachlorian count is too low. I do wonder. But I don't want to dwell on it too much. Thanks for reminding me of, something else. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for the good vibes. I'll go on that. Okay. What are we talking about? Star Wars?
How to improve it.
How to improve it. Okay, yeah.
Metachlorian count.
How to improve it. Okay. Let's say that Greg and Jay have been hired and paid $10 million each to make the new Star Wars. What are we doing? What does it look like? What are we changing? What are we keeping? Go ahead.
I have an idea.
I feel like you guys are on the same page. Okay, go ahead, Yoda. Yoda first.
Okay. First, we could make it a musical like the Blues Brothers, where they don't acknowledge that they're singing, and they just basically go back into a character or whatever. And then we could actually, all the movies that I've seen recently, even Back to the Future and Fallout, they put a Trump character in there, like a space Trump. That might make it more interesting, because you got to throw that in there every time.
So make the bad guy
Trump.
Have Trumpian characteristics. That's actually not that crazy, honestly.
Do him up like Destro from freaking G.I. Joe with a silver face, gold, with the hair orange, glows.
It can't be that obvious. What's the name of the sexy green things? I want to look them up.
Twi'leks.
They actually come in all different colors.
Can we spell that, please?
TWI apostrophe LEK.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead, Jay and Greg. Or just talk about whatever you want to talk about. But that's kind of what I'd like to hear, unless you got a better idea.
How to make it better? Well, you erased the last trilogy.
Well, you can't.
Just say it happened on a different timeline.
So wait, where do you rewrite Luke Skywalker?
What do I rewrite him?
Where does your plot branch off from what they actually did?
Well, I think
I reject that. You can't undo what has already been done.
Right. No, I get that.
Okay.
So I think they missed a big thing on it. I really thought that the Force Awakening wasn't Rey. I thought it was actually Finn, and that would have been a much more compelling storyline.
I think it would have been too.
He's a guy who used to be a stormtrooper. All of a sudden, he gets awoken to the Force, doesn't know what to do with it, and so I think they could pick up where, because I think he was about to tell her in the last movie that he's Force sensitive. I think that would be an interesting journey, that he's a Force sensitive now who doesn't have anyone to train with, and he's just kind of going through the galaxy, figuring it out.
Gooner bait.
Gooner bait? Okay.
It's a Twi'lek. It's not good.
If you really, all right, well, I'll wait till you're done with your.
Yeah, that's it. I think between the storyline, I think would have been more.
So you want? What's up with that guy? Is he still? What I don't know what happened to him.
They just kind of made him a non-important character. After the first movie, he wasn't important anymore.
Oh.
They kind of sidelined him.
They kind of made him like a dork.
Yeah.
They gave him that Luke Skywalker kind of dork energy.
They tried to make him
It would have been a good hero's arc, I think.
No, they made him into like I said, they tried to make him like comic relief, like he was just a coward. It wasn't really compelling.
He's like, Ray, save me.
Yeah.
It's
So if you want to revitalize,
and honestly, it was like, well, we could. Should we mention the racial angle or not?
I don't care. I don't care about that.
Star Wars is too diversified. It has been now. Star Wars has always been diversified.
Do we think that it's
It
like
always has.
the white woman saves the black man?
No,
We're
I don't
not
believe
going to
that.
go
No,
there.
because
Fair
you can't on one hand say that Star Wars is super fucking woke, and on the one hand turn around and say, oh my god, there's this racial angle. You can't have both.
Yeah,
but they have a hierarchy. They have a hierarchy. They do.
Yes, they do. But you can't sit here and say that it's woke and meant to be for equality and all this other bullshit while turning around and saying, oh, it's also racist.
I really don't think it was about the white woman saving the black man. It was just about the woman saving the man. That's really what they were trying to push. It was more feminist than it was racial.
Yeah, it's misandrist in a way, perhaps, or maybe I should just lay off that.
So, if you really want to save Star Wars, you want to save the franchise, you want to revitalize it. Basically, give it a renaissance. Canonize everything. All legends are now canon, which means that they can pull from everything. What you would do is you would start a completely different. You're not even creating anything brand new. You're already pulling from source material that already exists, and you're going to pull from the biggest story arc that Legends has ever seen. You're going to start with a series. You're going to start with shows. It could be on Disney Plus, which would make sense. Of course, more Gooner bait. Yeah, because
I'm sorry.
To answer the question, you have to goon bait. Of course.
Sorry, no. Okay, sorry. You're right. You're right. This is a serious conversation. I was just exploring. Other races, and you know what?
You mean other species or other species, not other races. Other species.
Yes, interspecial.
Anyways,
exactly.
okay.
And I apologize, and it won't happen again. You're right.
You would canonize. You would canonize because I actually want to answer the conversation. I would like to see Star Wars have a renaissance. I really would. It's part of my childhood. You would canonize everything. You start off with a series. You'd work your way up to a brand new trilogy. You're not using any of the Skywalkers. In fact, you're not using any of the descendants of any of the trio. So no Luke, no Leia, no Solos, none of those. Okay, no Skywalkers, no Solos, no nothing like that. Okay, and you create a brand new movie trilogy based off of at least one series, and you introduce the Vong Wars, which is the biggest of the biggest Legends storyline. Are you familiar with the Vong Wars? I imagine you are, at least to an extent.
Yeah, they were trying to do that with the new canon, and that the Grusk were going to be the new Yuuzhan Vong.
No, stop! You don't need.
I know.
They want to reinvent the wheel. You don't need to. Everything's laid out before you.
Like, what I understand is they own the Legends also, so they might as well just do whatever they want. So
exactly, but I'm saying you could do this the same, and because it's Disney, you already have the template laid out. You could do it the exact same way you had the lead up to Endgame. You could literally do a decade-long lead up with Yuuzhan Vong because of how big that storyline is through Star Wars. You could do that. You could use the exact same formula. You could use shows. You could use animated shows. You could use movies. You could have reveals.
Listen, here's the problem. I think Star Wars is oversaturated, quite frankly. Between the Yoda slippers and bed sheets. I know the people are making money off it. I know it's a cash cow. I know if I owned it, I would milk it for everything it's worth. But as a kid, man, when that, Return of the Jedi came out, and then there was like nothing for years. And when the new stuff came out, it was just like face melting. But anyways, okay, so you just want to keep super saturation, build up, keep going. Vong Wars. What are the Vong Wars?
No. There's no super saturation that I'm trying to engage in.
But you're saying let's make movies, let's make cartoons, like that's
but here's the thing: you could literally take all the source material from the novels, from the Legends. You could already make shows, you could make movies of them, and you're leading up to a big bad guy. Okay, just like Marvel did, because Disney owned Marvel that whole time that we loved Marvel, right? You have the same formula at your fingertips. Just apply it to Star Wars. You have source material that already exists. Just utilize it. Just utilize it on the silver screen or the golden screen. Either one works. Yes. Good morning, Sunday morning. I get it. You could already do that with the Yuuzhan Vong.
That's fine.
You can already do it. That would
but
save
what?
Star Wars. That would give it its renaissance, because you're saying, how do we fix it? How do we save it? What's the future? That would be the future. That would make Star Wars worth watching again, because you don't have to involve Jedi. You don't have to involve Skywalkers. You don't have to involve Sith. You don't have to involve any of that shit.
So wait a minute. Star Wars with no Jedi?
Here's what you can do. No. That's something.
That's
They're
bold.
not the focal point. They're not the focal point. That's the
bold.
difference. No, that already exists, because guess what? Jedi are not the focal point with Endor. Jedi are not the focal point with Mandalorian. Jedi weren't even the focal point with the Solo movie with Rogue One. Jedi haven't been the focal point with a bunch of new Star Wars material now.
I saw Rogue One, actually. I remember.
And Jedi were not the focal point. Force users weren't even the focal point.
No,
It's
yeah,
not bold at all.
I think I'm anti, but I'm so attracted to those lightsabers, and that sound is just.
Yes, I understand.
I can't resist it. I just can't resist it, even though I want to. I can't.
Yes, I get it. I get it. They're bright and phallic. I understand, but you don't have to completely eradicate them from the franchise. The point I'm trying to get at is they're no longer the focus. You can still. Here's the thing: in the Vong Wars, both the New Republic and the New Empire are good guys. Both of them are good, and they have to work together actually to defeat the Yuuzhan Vong. Literally, if you love the light side or the dark, everybody wins.
All right. Well, you're hired. I hope you guys can work together. I think we want a lot of good ideas here, a lot of knowledge. Obviously, the depth of knowledge and fan base from you two is your Metachlorians are like up to 20,000 in the Star Wars.
Honestly, I'm not even the biggest Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars too, but honestly, of the big three of the Star franchises, Stargate was the one I grew up with and loved the most of all of them, to be honest.
Stargate is Star Trek. What are you talking about?
Stargate.
What is? I don't even know what that is. Stargate?
Because you're a fucking square. That's why. That's you right there. That's you.
Stargate is a
Yeah,
renowned military science fiction.
There's a movie that came out in
franchise?
was it late 80s, I think?
No, 90s. It came out in
90s, yeah.
I was a kid. I was a kid when that came out.
It was really interesting. It was the movie was Kurt Russell and James Spader.
James Spader. That's it, Matthew Spader.
They were they found this artifact. They turned it on, found out it's a wormhole into the past, and they go to the past, and they go to ancient Egypt. Oh no, sorry, yeah, it was another planet.
They went to Abydos. That's the planet's name. It's
I'm
called
sorry,
Abydos.
right. But I haven't seen it in a long time. But it's basically they go to this like neo like Egyptian society with like lasers and shit going off, and they find out that it was like that. Or they find out that they were at Earth, and that's how the Stargate got there. Correct? Well, if I may be bullshitting. I'm making.
What they trust me, don't worry, bro. I got you. So when they end up activating the gate, the reason why they activated the gate is because the person who ends up uncovering it back in the 30s realizes that there are symbols that match certain constellations. And they end up finding out that through the hieroglyphics that they read is that there was an evil entity that once existed in ancient Egypt that was harvesting people, and that the humans of Egypt eventually rose up and drove this evil entity away. And they found out that they went through that gate. Well, it turns out that it wasn't just something metaphorical from lore. That Stargate, the gate, right, the gateway to heaven, actually was a real life gate, and they found a way to power it. And they found out that they could not only power it, but that each of the symbols, each of the chevrons, the constellations, was actually a map, an address to a different Stargate. They just so happened to open up the first one they saw, and they realized that, oh my God, there's humans here. Oh my God, they worship a deity. Oh my God, they worship Ra. Oh my God, Ra's real. Ra's an alien. Ra's a Goa'uld. The Goa'uld in the movie is the only one that looks different from the Goa'uld in the show. So, bro, if this was like Stargate, like there'd be a different story. We like don't even get me started, bro. People think I know a lot about Star Trek. People think I know a lot about Star Wars. If this was Stargate, it would be a fucking rap. It wouldn't even matter.
It looks like it's free on YouTube. There's the link. I think I'll watch it.
It's free on Netflix.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good show.
All right.
Honestly, except for Stargate Universe. Stargate Universe, that was some dog shit. But,
I mean, the thing with Kurt Russell is probably the best thing ever, and then Soldier's pretty good. I don't know. Thoughts?
He didn't say a word in that movie.
Yes, he did.
Did he?
It's still a good movie.
Oh yeah, wait.
Kurt Russell?
Oh yeah, I keep thinking that he was so
Both.
quiet in the movie. He didn't barely speak at all. That's what it was.
It's
I mean,
like
he
Rambo.
did. He got a fucking payday too for that. Actually, he got Rambo money for that movie because he thought the script was stupid. They had to pay him Rambo levels of money for him to. And that's when Kurt Russell was big.
Hmm.
That's like when Kurt Russell was in his heyday.
Tango and Cash days.
Tango.
Tango and Cash. Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Let's start to wrap it up here. What is there's something happening with Star Wars, right? Is there another Mandalorian? There's a movie coming out or something? Do we
There's
know?
a movie called Mandalorian and Grogu.
Is that out or hold on? Mandalorian
Coming out. Yeah, it's coming out probably in summer or something like that.
2026. It's 2026. So it's got like a young Yoda with another one of these Boba Fett types. And it's actually May 21st. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so let's watch it and let's come back and do a review. We down?
Sure.
I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, I need an excuse to go to the movie theater, at least until Street Fighter comes out. You know.
Sure.
Fair enough. All right, everybody. All right, closing thoughts.
Yeah.
Yoda, go first.
Well,
I'll give you a main screen you family show, of course. Let me go for it, Yoda.
Okay, well, I mean, I enjoyed the trilogy. I didn't really enjoy the other ones like that they made. I don't know. That's all I got really. I mean, the three were pretty good, and I don't know. I don't think there's really, I mean, they're pretty much just going to go downhill. Sorry, that's all I got.
Pretty much going to go downhill. Okay, thank you so much, Yoda. I'll see you next time.
Day.
Thank you for all that you do.
Later, guys.
Have a good one.
All right, Rillo, go ahead. Give it to me. Closing thoughts.
Guys, as always, this is a great May the 4th. Tomorrow should be May the 5th be with you, and it should be the 6th, should be Revenge of the 6th. A lot of people say Revenge of the 5th, but that's retarded. You should say Revenge of the 6th because phonetically it sounds close to Sith, and that makes more sense. I love Star Wars, of course. It's better than Star Trek. In my opinion, not as good as Stargate, but I mean, I have my own personal affections for Stargate. But of course, all of them, every single one would get bodied by the Imperium of Man if it was Warhammer 40k. Just remember that, guys. If you want to know a superior form of sci-fi, Warhammer 40k is better because it would body any one of the other
100%
major sci-fi franchises. In case you don't know what it is, just look up Warhammer 40k and then come talk to me afterward. Thanks for having me, Barney.
Interesting that, as always, let's face it, and maybe you can help me out here, Greg, or maybe you're biased, but the truth is the truth. People that like Star Trek, I think they're just smarter than Star Wars fans. I mean, yes or no? They're just smarter.
Well, yeah, because you're going the difference. That's the difference between science fiction and science fantasy. You can watch Star Wars and not have to worry about how things work. Like they just work. Like yeah, some people have tried to retrofit like science into Star Wars, but you don't need it. With Star Trek, everything that's put into Star Trek, or mostly everything that's put into Star Trek, has some kind of scientific background to it. So you need to have some kind of scientific knowledge to understand some of the jargon that they're talking about. So yeah, there is some probably a little bit more need for intellect to watch Star Trek to really get into it.
Absolutely. So I hope you heard that, Jay Rillo. And this other Warhammer 40k sounds like a video game, but Greg, give me closing thoughts.
No, Warhammer is an entire monster of science fiction. Anna hates it.
I don't hate it. I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah, it takes over your whole life. It's a tabletop war game, but the lore behind it is just absolutely ridiculous and completely nuts. But anyway, I enjoyed myself.
No, hold on. Well, no, hold on. No, yeah, I think my brother plays that. He 3D prints his own characters or something.
Yeah, don't say that out loud, otherwise Games Workshop will sue him.
Otherwise, what? Give me your closing thoughts on Star Wars, past, present, future, moving forward. Go ahead.
I don't think anything is unfixable, but as of right now, the state that it's in, it's broken. So it needs to be fixed. Hopefully they get it back on track. That's how I feel.
All right. Well, hopefully, indeed, Greg. Thank you so much. May the 4th be with you. I didn't know that 6th. What is
Thank
it?
you.
May the Sith Lord.
May is Revenge of the 6th. May 6th.
Revenge of the
May
6th.
6th
I like
is
that.
Revenge of the 6th. Yes.
And
Should we
of
meet
course,
back here on the 6th?
maybe. Why not? Yeah. Let's do. Do you want to do a Sith Lord episode? I don't know. Well, depends. Depends what happens in the news. Depends what happens on Feliz Cinco de Mayo. Let's not forget that. No te olvides el Cinco de Mayo. And we'll see. But that's it. Take it easy, y'all. Thank you so much. I'm going to give my closing thoughts. Thank you, Greg. Or Anna, did you want to say something?
No, I think my man said it all.
My man.
Yeah, your man.
Your mog.
My mog.
The A-Mog.
Half man, half dog.
The A-Mog. The A-Mog's got a handle. Okay, thank you so much. I'll see you on the flip side. All right, everybody. May the 4th be with you for all of those that hear me, for all of you that have joined. It's hard to say how important Star Wars was growing up. It's hard to say that Star Wars wasn't kind of like a religion. And I think it is a misguided religion because it taught us that Jedi Knights were good, that people who walk around and talk eloquently walk silently and carry a big stick. I mean, it's out of control. Jedi Knights are terrorists. The Rebel Alliance are violent Antifas. And I just pray for one day that the Republic will restore order to the galaxy. Let's hope so. May the 4th, and when I say 4th, may the Sith dark side of the 4th be with you. Thank you so much. And I hope you like my new outro video. Let's go.